Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of The War for Wildemount, where totally is planned, and I hope you all enjoy our game. Alright, so let's start the show. Last week was a little bit tough, since I had some disconnection problems. So our recap is going to be a little bit of everybody helping each other, because I have no fucking clue what was going on at some points, and I was kind of listening a little bit of the video, and it didn't help me too much, and I think it'd be good to reinstate a few things. So we'll begin. What the heck just popped up? Go away. All right, we'll go ahead and start with how you all were continuing through the jungle, looking for a way out after you all have obtained the helm of the Ishwood. As you guys continued through the jungle with the helm and the wheel, you all came upon, you all easily traversed through the jungle with the help of who rolled the natural 20? I forget.
I
know
think that
it was. Yeah, it was you. You led everybody through, Lesia. That made the trip extremely easy for everybody to get to the beachhead before anything else, or before the fire could catch up. And as you guys appeared on the beachhead, you guys had found the Ishwood and a few other, and the ship as well that was also sunken. You guys had seen the basilisk that is in the ocean, in the ocean shore, just swimming about. And as you guys were about to scout ahead even more, some of you had seen a kobold or two on the ruins nearby. That's when you all prepared. Trixie and Ginger stayed back within the jungle tree line to defend the helm as you all approached the encroaching kobold force. Whatever was left. Once it was Nahone and Darminicus who had discovered that half the camp had dissipated, or a good majority of it. But I think so. But as you guys fended this section off, this broken down area of ruins, it was a success. As you fended off wave after wave and killed the goblin shaman, it looks to be, by who was it that kicked him off? I forget.
Nahone.
It was Nahone.
I cursed him so it was easier. But yeah, he's the one who pushed him off.
And Amari swished him.
And then Amari pancaked him with a rock.
That's how it went. Okay. And as the rock just flattened the goblin, you all are just kind of left around trying to recover, and I know that you all were trying to look through some things. That's about it. So we may start with that. And if you don't want to start with that, what would you guys like to do?
Amari kind of looks down at himself after he had pancaked whatever that thing, the goblin, right? It was a goblin, right?
Yes.
After he had pancaked the goblin, he's looking down at himself, and he starts patting at some of the guts that had splattered out onto his robes. Oh, some of the creatures got some of its blood on me. It's so gross. He's trying to pat it off.
Hey, I'm right here, Amari. He's
What?
wiping his face.
You
You had to squish him.
Amari looks over at you. Pretty much the same reaction. He just looks over at you and he starts cracking up. It got you too. Here, let me take care of that for you. And he's gonna reach over and wave his hand and cast prestidigitation to clean up the gore and stuff on him and himself.
Marcus
I
steps.
heard
Marcus just steps up, looks at the goblin, and looks at Amari. I took care of it.
I suppose it did, huh?
Amari, I heard a snapping noise came from the body. I think that probably was the rod or the staff, whatever he was holding on to.
Yeah, Mari's foot kind of sticks out and he taps the broken stick in half. Yes, it sadly snapped in two, but I still think that its magical properties could be saved if given to the right person. I think I'm going to keep it, at least for now. See if maybe whatever essence it had in it could be extracted and used for a different purpose, possibly making dust of some kind. Still, it could very well be useful to us.
All right.
He's gonna pick it up and put the two broken pieces into his satchel.
Lencia's gonna kind of walk up, kind of covered in gore from her excursion over there. She's gonna try to see if she's gonna look to Marcus and see if we can. Do you think we could get this rock off? See if there's anything else on them.
Yes, we can try.
So, if you would like, I could move it instead. Maybe it'd be less elbow grease.
That doesn't look too heavy.
It's not too heavy of a rock, if I'm correct. The magic item doesn't allow anything over a poundage size.
It doesn't. I casted the catapult at. So it would have been a 5-pound rock. It's like a.
Oh yeah. So yeah,
Fucking one of you could do it.
It's,
And
just,
if I did it at second level, it would have been like
it's a large rock that just covers
2 pounds.
a good portion of its upper body, since it's a goblin. You know, it's a pretty tiny creature.
Thin
But
rock.
it takes over the whole face. Like, the whole head is just smushed.
I can hold it up. You can drag it out.
I don't think there's much left to drag out, but go ahead.
He grabbed the rock and then he just pushed it upwards.
Yeah, I'll drag
Go.
the remains. Kind of splats on the ground, I guess.
Marcus let go. Well, you're right. There's not much left. Well done, Amari.
Thank you, Marcus.
Nahon and Lesia make an investigation check.
Hell yeah. Separate?
Yeah, Nahon's looking through the other bodies,
Okay.
and then you're looking through the shaman body. While you're looking, Nahon, you couldn't find anything else that are on the Kobalds other than tribal trinkets that they have and their slings for their sling, or the slingshot. Excuse me, it's a tongue twister now. All of a sudden, it's a place for their slingshots and stones as well. A little pouch. Lesia, as you are looking through the body of the goblin, you can see that part of its necklace was still a little intact as well, and it looks almost exactly like the staff. Not exactly like it, but there's that center ball with all the skull and the painted eyes around it. There is almost what it would be, what I guess it is, a little marble stone that's been molded and embroidered and painted. It has little slits kind of sticking out, little like tendrils sticking out as well, all around, like the sun. And it has eyes all around with the tendrils out. And it's kind of like pinkish red.
I do not like the look of this. I kind of motion toward Amari. Is this magical or just gruesome?
Can I dictate if it's magical without using a spell?
You have detect magic?
I do. That's why I was at. Would I be able to use like an Arcana check to see without using a spell slot, or do I have to use?
You can ritual
right
cast.
now.
I was gonna. I'm going to enable. It's like 10 minutes to do that. So if I can
No,
roll like a check, what I have to do?
You'd have to ritual cast it.
Okay,
When you're
that's
just holding it, you don't see anything.
So what is it exactly?
It's a necklace with a similar design to the staff.
Okay. Amari's gonna like lift it up by the chain and kind of hold it in front of his face. It very well could be, but I might have to take a deeper look at it.
It's gonna take some time to check all the other bodies.
Sure.
You'll have time.
That reminds me, Lesia. Could you come look at something?
Okay.
And he's gonna like come and walk over this direction to where the fucking big ass lizard is.
Mhm.
Have you ever seen one of these things before?
Let's check. DM, have I? Probably not.
No, you have never seen anything like these before.
Oh, he
These
would have
are-
asked this too.
These
so-
are native to the southern Menagerie Coast area.
No, never seen anything like them.
Marcus, come here.
Yes. What is it?
Pretty easily though.
What's
Have
up?
you ever? Have you? Wow. Okay. Have you ever seen a creature like this before or heard of it?
Have I? DM?
Gonna keep doing this until everybody's like, "DM, have I?"
Roll a history check with disadvantage. I don't think you've been on islands roaming around.
I have been hunting
I don't know how-
pirates.
That's not running on islands.
I don't know how
So history.
popular
is-
common these things are.
I have not.
Great.
Well, that's okay. These creatures just look very brutish to me.
Yes,
Doesn't
but
make
I
much
figured
sense.
out, like, if you stab it here behind the eye, you see right there where I stabbed it? It goes down
Yes.
faster. You see?
Right,
There's
that's
multiple
likely where
stabs
the
right
great-
here. And he started,
Yes,
like,
it's
opening
likely
the
aggravated.
wounds and, like, investigating the wounds, putting his fingers in it. You see, this one is real deep, right there.
It's, I assume you severed its spinal cord, insinuating the reason it's fallen over such as it did.
Maybe I just hit a nerve.
But regardless, good cut. I mean, like,
They,
places the hand on the shoulder.
Thank you.
They also don't like when you grab their tongue.
I imagine not.
Makes it easy to pull
everybody-
them into your sword.
You did
Is
that?
everybody else okay, by the way?
I've been better,
That's
but I've
good.
also been worse.
Well, perhaps we should regroup as a team and take a moment to assess what the situation is.
But the ship isn't far from here. Maybe we should just leave.
Has anyone checked on Trixie and Ginger?
How's Silverlonius look?
Sorry, Marcus. Why don't you go check on them with Dominicus, and I'll figure out what this necklace is about.
All right.
And Mari's gonna come over here.
Yeah,
So-
Mayette, you look over towards Silverlonius and you see him just kind of pale. His head is bleeding quite a bit, and he kind of like holds it and looks over when you come over. Yeah, hello.
God damn it,
Wonderful.
he's still alive.
Yeah.
Wait, what
Let
was
me
that
come
about?
here.
The first woman to say that to me.
Gonna pacify Lesia.
I
Are you
doubt
alright?
that.
Not yet.
Yeah, fine. Great. Silverlonius is still alive. Thanks for asking.
You don't look enjoyed by that.
Ooh, that's a lot of help for you.
And then I
Yeah.
get an extra 3, so 12.
You start to ritual cast Amari. Svenis walks over to the group, and that's when he puts his hand on his head. Now, that's most people wish me dead, as you can see. For I stumble upon situations I shouldn't have, and this happens.
I wonder why.
He points to his head. I got lucky. I'm not dead. Goodness. Just kind of like stumbles a little bit as he's trying to walk forward.
What are we going to do about your crew? Do you just want to leave them there?
All of them? Oh, there? Ah, forget them. Forget them. We don't need them to get off the bloody island. Thought about it already. They're dead. Look at them. Little Johnny over there has his leg missing, bitten off by one of the basilisks, and he's just left there. The rest of his body. Oh, goodness. We don't have to worry about them too much. To worry about beating off this place, invading the blasted beast.
Speaking of said beast, has it seemed to have moved at all since last checked?
It seems to have gone underwater.
Okay.
It is in the area.
Of some distance away, but it's kind of in the same area-ish, probably. Okay.
Yeah.
It's still there.
Are you sure?
Hmm.
Then we should tread carefully.
It's hiding under the water some distance away. Same direction, though.
You think this one can jump? Or can it access the ship? If we get it
It could
afloat.
probably attack the bottom of the boat, but I do not think it can jump very far, if at all. It's quite large.
I worry that it will punch a hole.
We'll just blast it with its cannons that these would have. Just, you all need to be a good shot.
As big as they are, they are quite fragile, it seems. It did not take much to take one down once we concentrated fire.
Marcus nods.
Do not have cannons, and you would have a big ass, probably. Oh, you miss, and we all die.
The main danger is being in the water with it and it getting up close.
I'm not doing that again.
Those two wrapped
Yeah.
around the whole crew in just a moment's notice. And as that is happening, Darmanicus, you start walking towards Trixie and Ginger, who come out of the jungle carrying the helm. They just like in the wheel, they just like set it down on the sand. Trixie just like take a breath.
I'll get it, Trixie.
You can see
Thank you.
Dominicus does a quick jog over. Oh, thank goodness. You two okay?
And nothing happened that they all didn't come to try to come over to here. We heard some movement, but nothing seemed to have happened. I had my guns ready, and it seemed nothing happened. So
Marcus just moves towards Trixie and takes the helm from her. I got this one.
you can take it. I am way too tired. She starts walking off towards Silverlonius. Tries to patch his head. So what's the plan now?
Is he close enough that we can talk with them? Or
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if distance was accurate.
He's like with everybody now.
Okay. I
Wait,
think we need to get the helm back on the ship and get out of here. Hopefully the basilisk will not make a problem of itself.
We'll do it as best we can. As quickly as possible.
Just be ready to kill another one.
Ginger just nods.
Marcus looks at Dominicus and looks at his wounds. Is that deep?
It's fine.
He looks at you and gives you like a stare. All right.
It should be fine until we get to the boat. Then we can start worrying about it.
That's a good call, soldier. Shall we get moving?
I think they're still checking some things before we move on.
And he sort of peers over around Amari. Is he doing something?
There was a necklace on the goblin. He wants to make sure it's magical or not.
All right.
You know how he likes his jewelries.
Yeah, you guys would kind of hear him like mumbling under his breath in some foreign language, like arcane incantation, just saying like some shit like "Dami sapiento, no torejiro americane, volo desquiero," just some bullshit like that, just over and over.
It'll take a moment. Nahon is checking the bodies as well.
All right.
There were a lot of them.
I could walk myself to the edge of the ruins. Not too far, but at the same time to see a little peer of what's to come ahead.
Scouting ahead. I like it.
I'm going to check and make sure no more are coming.
All right.
I'm gonna head back over here and I'm gonna listen out for anything trying to come close to all the dead bodies.
Okie doke.
Yeah, and I'm gonna walk my way just to
Okay.
scout the other direction towards the beaches.
I don't hear anything.
Oh, you
Amari's
hear the
mumbling.
jungle.
I just hear Amari's mumbling.
True, that is the biggest distraction. Darmanicus. You keep moving. You move a little bit through the ruins, and
Yeah, I don't know how
You can
far to
see-
move up.
wait, what?
Oh, I'm just staying my token here. I don't know how far you want me ahead, but I'm just
Like I was thinking, you said you just wanted to see the end, so
yeah.
a pyramid.
All right.
And when you start peering out ahead, looking through past the ruins and such, you can see that there's some makeshift empty tents and such, and little sleeping areas and gathered areas that the kobolds seem to have made. It very much resembles their kind of architecture that they've been using, like their little village. But now that you are more inside the ruins, you can see in this kind of area towards the center, there's this strange kind of broken statue with that seems to be defaced. It seems to be an elven statue that's standing, but with like one hand out, kind of like to its side, holding up some object or something, kind of like palm up. But the face of it is just molded with iron all around it, and like copper and other forms of like wood and kind of scrap. And then from that has been painted in like red and dark red and some like light red as well. All these eyes. And it's all around this object. And like as the face is kind of molded off, it's almost that the stone has been kind of off kiltered. So it's almost like an oval now.
How far away am I to it?
About 60 feet.
I want to approach 20 feet of it. To be within 20 feet. There you go.
Start walking more into the ruins and such, and you can see there's just more eyes just painted within some parts of the walls. Make a perception roll.
Sure thing. Make sure everything is good to go.
See if you hear any of any kobolds or anything. You don't hear or see any sign of any enemies. Just the statue and then strange kind of like, I don't know, decoration.
You said there was an object in his hand, in its hand.
It looks like it was something, but
Oh, okay.
it It's now crumpled stone. So it also seems to be broken off or destroyed off, you're not sure.
I guess I'm just gonna stay here a bit and just watch this entire scene.
You just keep
Puzzled.
looking. And for one of the first few times, there is a little bit of a tad tranquility on these other side of these ruins, where it seems to be defaced, but you can still kind of maybe sense some power within this area. But with that, as he is looking, as Darmenicus is looking into the ruins, Amari, you finish up your spell, and you're trying to find out if it is magical.
Yeah,
It is
I
not.
guess I'm gonna go ahead and just to cast Identify, because if it is magical, then I get something off of it, rather than casting Detect Magic and Identify, because that would just take up too much time. So I'm just gonna do Identify, and if it is magical, then I'll learn its properties and shit.
It is not magical.
It's not. Okay. Amari kind of sits forward after a minute, kind of regaining his composure from the concentration that he once was using for the spell, and he begins to stand up. And he makes his way back to the group. It's sadly not magical, so it was a wasted 10 minutes. But regardless,
We would have been here anyway.
yeah, I'm sure. But no, I don't
Well-
know. It looks nice. I suppose if you'd like to wear it as jewelry.
I would rather just crush it.
Well, why don't you give it to Mayette? She likes eyes. And this one has plenty of it.
Mayette, would you?
I don't think that's a good
Mm.
idea.
I'm not wearing that.
Well, you did
Ginger,
paint all these
would you
eyes.
like it?
Do they look familiar, the eyeballs?
No, these seem different.
Okay.
There seem to be like 3 in pairs now, almost, when you start looking around. Amari, and when you look more at the pendant and around it now, you're starting to see there's like little nicks of them trying to create teeth around them, around these eyes.
Oh,
Could I do a history check to see if that kind of rings any bells? Sounds pretty demony.
yeah, could I do one as well? Maybe.
Ooh,
I
roll at a
researched it.
disadvantage.
All right.
Yeah, the
Me
both
or-
of you.
Yeah, I don't think my thing applies here. So yeah.
Nice. Both 12s.
Well, okay.
Wow. Wow.
Fucking, I've done a bunch of research, man, back in my day.
You read too many books, man. Stop
One
being that
random
smart.
book.
Okay.
Looks kind of nice, though.
So, as you're looking at it, Amari, it just hits you once you see, you look over at the staff, and you can kind of see this pale kind of skeleton, and then with the tendrils out from the eyes that are from it. It reminds you of Ceratos, and then it just rings a bell.
Ceratos. Do I?
When you know this, you know this.
Okay.
It is thought to be a massive, skinless sphere of flesh-covered, mismatched eyes, mouths, and tentacles. They can project their minds, thoughts on other creatures, especially those who desire to bring chaos to the world. This creature was echoed to be a servant of those that were working with a greater deity of itself. It seemed to be working with something that had to do with the Underdark and how it was created.
Did you spell
Let me
that?
write that down. Yeah, Cerritos.
I gotcha.
As I got nothing. Okay.
So the first part, I wrote that Cerritos was he. You said he was thought to be a massive what type of creature?
Skinless sphere of flesh-covered, mismatched eyes and mouths and tentacles.
Sorry. So massive skinless sphere, flesh covered with special mouths, eyes, and tentacles. Creature is that he was thought to bring chaos to the world, and he works with other deities, specifically someone or something to do with the Underdark.
And the creation of it. You remember you're starting to remember a little bit more of old history, but you are forgetting the names of certain
Other deities and stuff.
other deities that are related to them now. Yeah.
Amari, he kind of takes his hand, and he's about to like throw it on the ground. But as he does that, his eyes like go down and catch the jagged edges of the pendant. He brings it back up in his palm, and you see his eyebrows furrow as if his mind, his gears are starting to turn. Wait a minute, I do recognize this. The pendant, the symbol. This is belongs to something called Cerritos. I don't know much about it, but it says according to legends and the books I've read, it's thought to be a massive, skinless sort of creature with mouths, eyes, and tentacles all around it. It's thought to bring chaos to the world, and it's actually had something to do with the creation of the Underdark. It worked with some deities before it, but I can't recall which ones. I just know that it had a hand in the creation of what we know as the Underdark.
Don't think we should hang on to that.
Maybe you can sell it.
Oh, it's not magical. It's just pieces of wood. But my question is why do these gnolls have these? How are they tied to it?
Well, maybe they were just worshipping that creature.
Right, but I don't know. Usually, creatures like this. What if they're using the kobolds somehow? What if they have some plan? It makes sense though. This island is not charted on the map. I mean, imagine the amount of work you could do if you didn't have people trying to land on your island. And, well, obviously, there's difficult terrain and perilous creatures here. I'm sure that construction of something would be of ease for, especially a creature like this.
I think we should mark this on the map and maybe have a fleet sent out to destroy it. Or search the area.
There's no place to mark it. This is said to have been. This is a different. It's hard to explain.
You mean it moves around, I assume?
Almost in a way. It has been known for that to happen throughout the ages.
Plus, there are the storms that would, I assume,
Right.
sink anything that got close.
Right. It seems as though we may have happened upon this island almost accidentally.
This creature seems to have converted the others almost in some sick way.
What
I-
nonsense is this? An island that moves
Mark-
around.
Well, there is a lot of magics out there that a lot of us can't explain. There's things of that is not doable by other means. This seems to be a place of divinity, but not such as the holy kind sometimes. I hate to say this, but I think possibly we should investigate the island and try to figure out more about this necklace. What if it has something to do with the quest we're on?
You want to stay?
Just perhaps for a little bit. I mean, we're doing all right. It seems. I mean, do you not wish to figure out more about this? And he's kind of looking towards Lesia and Maya, back to Marcus. Where's Mahone, by the way?
He's
Digging through
looking-
bodies.
Okay, gotcha.
Digging through bodies, yeah.
No. I think we should get out of here. Whatever happens here, we can't do anything about it anyway.
That's not entirely true.
Right, that's what I mean. We've done quite a bit. I mean, we've took on creatures in the cave before. When we found that crystal, and we fought a necromancer. I'm not saying that we should go in and solve it, but we could at least investigate it, and I could tell Niles about it. Maybe he knows of a different way. Maybe he could figure out a way to get back here. I'm not sure, but if you think about it, I mean, this could very well be an answer to one of our questions.
What questions would that be? I thought the idea was to get off the island.
Well, there was also these crystals that we're after, and I mean, we're not quite sure where some of them are. What if one of them could be here?
Crystals. What crystals?
I hate to admit it, but I must agree with this crazy pirate. We
Well,
should get out of here.
think about this. We're not really going to get anywhere if the storm is keeping us here. I mean, we'll just sail into the storm and wind back up here.
Exactly. I mean,
We're not going anywhere as long as the storm's going on.
And Marcus, his eyes are like flickering back and forth. It's like he's
Storm is
thinking.
always going on.
Well,
Sees the
maybe
problem
something
on
here is
the
causing it.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, it's
Maybe.
called wind.
That is also the issue of the undead on the island.
well, I mean, we have Maya here. We've seen how well she can handle undead creatures. I don't think that would be much of an issue.
It doesn't feel right to leave that undealt with.
I also agree. I mean, think
What, do you
about what
think
we could.
This might start. These all these creatures might just pop back up in just a moment's notice. You think?
What if there
Yeah,
is
they
something
could.
here that is causing it? If we're able to stop that, or get the item that could.
Getting freaked out and start lighting this body on fire.
It'd have to be like a shrine or an altar or a
Right.
big statue or something.
Or like that crystal we found in the cave that was reigniting the life in the crabs that were already killed. Or sort of
See,
turning
this
them.
crystal. But describe more of these things.
I don't think you
Well,
should know
the
more than
one-
that. It is
Why
none of your
not?
Why
business.
not?
Because it's none of your business,
not-
pirate.
I've told you enough of my business. That seems to be common courtesy. I thought we were all friends.
Huh.
He kind of gives this very wide smile with yellow teeth, you know.
Absolutely
And,
not.
He stinks of alcohol still. You can smell.
We're working together, but nowhere near friends.
You have a crappy attitude.
Yeah, you want to
Amari's
test
gonna,
my
like-
attitude.
Amari's gonna turn and grab Marcus's
You
shoulder.
don't want to duel me one-on-one, mano and mano.
He lets go of the helm. Are you sure, old man?
Marcus,
I'm
Marcus, can I talk to you?
far from it as well.
Hey Mari, do you mind helping with this? Nahon is
Uh,
walking over with his hands just covered in blood. Like his sleeves are just kind of like pulled up.
Amari is kind of like standing in between Marcus and Silverlonius, and he has like a hand out reached out, pressing against Marcus's chest, trying to keep him back. A little busy.
Busy, what I miss?
Still about to fight. Marcus, think about
Oh
it.
really? That is new.
We need Silverlonius. He's honestly helping us quite a bit. If it not for him, we wouldn't be able to get off the island. Think about it that way.
He wants to duel.
It doesn't matter. You don't have to accept that duel. That's foolish. We just got finished with a fight. You really wish to inflict pain?
I'm
This
not.
is
a
the
weird
last thing
idea.
we need right now. Can we
I'm
not?
always willing for a one-on-one
Good,
duel.
great. I'm glad
However-
you're willing, Silverlonius.
And I am
Let's
accepting.
get another step.
Bloody island.
Yes, I think it's more important. But what I miss? Sounds like something happened.
Where's Darby in the case? We can speak of this when he's nearby. That way I don't have to repeat it.
I think he went off to the north, didn't he?
He's out
He
scouting.
went to the ruins to scout.
Let's see. Well,
Uh,
we found
what means
something.
getting?
We found something to home, but
Hmm.
I'm going to wait for the Dominicus to return, and then I will
I'll go get
figure
it.
out the next steps.
All right.
What did you find? What did you need help with?
Oh, he just kind of raises his hands in front of him, which are just like dripping with blood. Like, you have a spell that can deal with this, yeah? Like,
He's gonna take a step closer. And he kind of like just gently passes his hand over yours, over both your hands. You feel sort of like a cool breeze kind of brush over your knuckles and through your fingers, but whenever his hand passes by, they're as clean as before.
all right,
That
thanks.
should do it. Yes. Is there anything else you'd like me to clean up?
Nothing at the moment.
Not yet?
Yet.
She looks down, like blood and tattered dress everywhere. I'm good.
Would you like? Are you sure? Would you like me to take care of the blood at least?
No, it's kind of got a nice vibe going on. I think I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, you can get rid of it.
And he's gonna just kind of wave his hand in your direction, and it kind of again you feel like a breeze blow through your dress. But
So much
as soon as it passes, again.
Sewing. Thank you. There's so much sewing to do on this stupid boat when we get off of here. Where did they go?
I'm not sure.
As you say that, Lesia, you walk through the ruins a bit, and you turn
On the
a
way
corner.
there, I kind of want to do something.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I want to kind of put my hand on the idol of the Raven Queen and kind of see if I can get a feeling from that on how we should proceed. Like a hint, maybe we should stay here or not.
You're asking for like a divine thing.
She's asking for divination.
All right, yeah.
Just maybe a vague feeling, something.
Go
Maybe.
ahead and roll a d20.
All right.
Praise the D20.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me a moment. You hold on to the idol, and as soon as you hold on to the idol, you just feel yourself kind of like, the feeling where you're falling when you're in a dream. You get that feeling for just a split moment, and right when you get back to your feet and kind of jolt, your eyes open, you just are sent, your eyes and your vision are just sent outwards, away from the islands. And you can just see this cloud of darkness that just shrouds over it. And you can kind of feel this meaning of death. And you get the sense that this place holds it. And it wishes to keep it there. And it seems to be greater than what you guys have been able to handle. That's what the feelings start to drum up to be, the fear, the anxiety, the unknown.
When you mean it means to keep it there, it's like not the Raven Queen, right?
Not the Raven Queen. No. She has no jurisdiction of what is happening.
Okay. All right.
You get that sense of your overall, and when you get that kind of like omniscient feeling, and then you're back.
I get the feeling
back on
we
your
might
feet,
be. General idea is I get the feeling we might be in over our head here, but we should probably do something about it.
Maybe.
Maybe.
It is for you to interpret.
All right, that's what I'm gonna go with. All right. So, continuing on. Do I see Darminicus, or is he behind something that's not on the map?
No. You turn around and you turn a little corner, and you see him out in the open of the ruins, or in the middle of the ruins, in the midst of all the eyes.
Can I make it where I start walking a little bit towards the statue?
Yeah.
All right.
Start walking a little. Or you see Darminicus just slowly walk towards it.
What's all this then?
Jeez, Lesia.
Sorry.
No, that's the problem. No one's really scared of me for quite some time. And you can see him like his hands just pointing little by little to just looking at just this thing.
I can see the kobolds redecorated.
Yeah.
Amari has an idea of what this is all related to. It isn't good.
Meaning
He's
you're not
going to
gonna.
he's going to explain if you
Oh.
want to follow me.
Just give me actually just one last second. I want to look at the statue. If there's any markings, and you said that I recognize it as an elven person.
It seems to be very elven design.
Elvish? Okay. Is there any markings, words of Elvish on it? No. All right. I'll be with you. And I do follow Lesia out.
And then I head back.
To each other. Oh, where were you two?
I went to go get Armenicus so he could listen.
Oh, did you find anything?
The ruins have been decorated with a lot of those eyes, like the necklace. The defaced statue.
What kind of statue?
An elf.
Show me. Let's go.
Bossy.
I thought we were going to listen to the explanation first, then we can go look. Does that sound okay?
You still have the idol, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna see a cool thing. Okay, I'll wait. She just sits down, cross-legged, rocking back and forth.
All right.
And Amari, we're all here.
Amari glances back at Marcus.
Sorry, Amari.
Are you still with us?
A quick word with you before we start. And he whispers.
Sure. He's gonna like step back, or not step back, but he's gonna kind of wait out, I guess.
You said this is the eyes has something to do with a creature that has something to do with something, right?
Yes.
And it's evil.
Strange. It's strange because it seems all connected, and the way Silverlonius describes it, I guess I should also explain this to the rest of the group, but the way he describes it, if the island moves, perhaps it sort of chooses the people that it allows to enter, right? At least if you're on the water. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but I feel as though we may have been transported here for a reason. Good or bad, I'm not quite sure. But that's something that we need to figure out. I have a few hypotheses.
Wait, I have other concerns.
Yes. Mark, he kind of stops himself because he realizes he's about to ramble.
And he has this stern look, very serious, like with his eyes like almost peer through you. But yet was drawing eyes as well. Is she connected to this somehow?
Yeah, sure. I'm just connected to all the kobolds. I speak kobold. I sent them here to kill us all. You caught me.
She can hear us.
How'd you hear that?
I can hear you. I'm right under you.
She kind of pokes her head through some of the thicker weeds.
We're talking in private.
They're not that far away.
He was whispering. He didn't want anyone to hear this.
It is to be in private. What was the thing? Or just my thing. Amari kind of he tilts his head to the side. That is what I was concerned about at first. Maybe, but also at the same time, I don't think so. This creature that is tied to this object, this symbol, he has it's his own story. It's something completely disconnected. I think what follows Mayette is her own demons, something that neither you or I understand, and we probably never will. It is
So
something
it's-
connected to her. I don't think it's tied to this island or what's going on here. But at the same time, it could be. Like I said, I'm not quite sure.
So
Because when we were leaving the island, the ship, or the city, Nicodoranis, there was some weird things she was saying, like eyes in the water and whatnot. That's what I'm curious about. So you might be onto something. But for now, I would say let's just keep that to ourselves and see if,
Very well.
something else comes up that's related to her.
Okay.
Come on, I need to explain this to the rest of them. Mari's going to turn and make his way back.
Right.
So, well, as it stands, Lesia, she has come across an object. And at first, we may have thought it was magical, but it seems that it was not. Therefore, upon the closer inspection, I learned that this item belongs to, or the sigils on it at least, reminded me of a person called Cerritos. I'm not sure if any of you have heard of him, but I remember reading about him in very ancient texts when I was in academy a long time ago. I don't remember a fair amount, but what I do know is that this creature is sort of this writhing mass of skinless, mismatched mouths and eyes, tentacles and whatnot. Said is thought to bring chaos to the world. The creature is said to be a servant of some kind of those of greater power, particularly greater deities, and it has something to do with the creation of the Underdark. And we were talking about it further, and I have a feeling that it's somehow connected to this island. The creatures, the kobolds, they seem to be tied to him. They worship this creature somehow. But what is curious to me is the magical properties of this island and how they came into contact with such a thing, which leads me to believe that it could very well be connected to us all. I'm not sure what this Cerritos creature is about, but I wonder if he has some sort of connection to our quest as well, perhaps to the necromancer that we are after. Maybe they are in tandem. For example, Civilonius was speaking of undead creatures being risen. Some may, it's just a hypothesis, a thought, but what if these creatures are being risen for a greater purpose, perhaps an army? And this island, being that it moves around and is covered in a veil of storms, only allowing certain people to come in, then what if that is the purpose, to build an army, unhidden, underneath everybody's eyes, to be launched upon Nicodoranus or some other unfaithful cities? Like I said, it's simply an hypothesis, but I feel as though we should investigate it because the damages could be much greater than what we know. And he kind of pauses and looks around everybody to see what they think.
You think there's an army of evil here? We should definitely stay.
Hold the fucking phone.
Trying not to laugh and grimacing at the same time. Like,
he looks at Dominicus because or who's talking.
I'm trying to talk.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna point that way.
All right. While I was going to get Darminicus, I sort of communicated with the idol a bit, I guess, trying to get some direction. I had something of a vision of a great cloud of evil surrounding this island, and something that wants to keep it there.
I think something greater is here on this island. And I don't know if we were brought here by greater deities such as the Raven Queen or somebody else, or if we just happened to come across it, but I can't help but feel it's our responsibility to take care of this, or at least somewhat gain information about it. If we could at least do that, we could turn it into somebody who knows more, like Niles, or anyone else. For example, Lesia's coven.
Whatever it is something that is stronger than anything we've faced before.
I agree.
Do you think it's going to try to keep us here if we try to leave?
Mari just looks offshore towards the brewing storm.
Yes, no one gesture to it. Yes, we'll try, but Civilonius say he can get off. So, but
I think it's worth it to try and investigate at least.
I have my ship, but if you all wish to stay a muck about, it's something I will not do anymore. I've done my mucking around and we'll stay on the ship.
Well, we're keeping the helm. You can keep your ship.
We're not walking around with the helm around.
Even then, I don't think Soberlonius could get the ship off the shore by himself.
I know.
Exactly.
That's why I said it. You'll run like a coward. Even if you know there's evil here. Typical pirates, aren't they?
Run. What can I do with this amount of evil? All I wish to do is just gather gold, you fool.
You can die with
There's
honor.
gold right over there.
For once
He
in
just starts laughing.
For once in your life, just do something for others. Then do it for yourself, you greedy. Whatever it is. Have a sense
will
of
help
decency.
If I can be trusted with your help in the time of future, how about this? If I help you all in trying to find whatever the bloody hell you're thinking, because there's some places I've seen some things around, would save you some time. But I'll need some help in the future, might add, and you all
What?
could come in handy.
What kind of help?
Nothing too, what I would say, lucrative. Muscle. Help with investigations and adventuring. You need people and you all are capable. This I know. However, you all not wish to see you all die for some stupid thing. I'm not sure. There's these islands meant to kill you. I was lucky just to find that little serene place.
I say you do as you wish. I am not one to make a promise.
I hate to admit it, guys, but we might need him. He's the only one that knows the island better than we do, and I'd rather not wander around and hope to come across what it is we seek.
Would you owe this pirate a favor?
I suppose if he's willing to help us find whatever it is that we're looking for, and if he does his job, then I'm willing to give him aid in the future, provided we're not doing something criminal.
Is it? And he looks at the Silverlonius. Would it be criminal?
I haven't asked to do anything criminal yet.
Not yet. But you might.
As I said, if you, Savarlonius, are able to guide us in the right directions, and you don't give us the runaround, then possibly in the future we would be willing to help you. But like I said, it's going to have to be something that's doable, and not that's going to get us in trouble. Or much of it, anyways.
I've seen ruins like these before. How about this? I'll give you a little bit. What I might ask of you is just this, Marcus, and all the rest of you, is to smuggle something. I won't tell you what it is until we are done.
But that's absurd. We're not smugglers.
I used
You're
to smuggle
not
things
yet.
all the time.
He gives Mayette a deep stare.
Ah, then you are experienced in these type of things. I knew I was looking for veterans and experts. He kind of like looks over to Marcus with a smile.
Is it
Look.
something that would hurt people?
And he shakes his head.
I'm gonna insight that.
Go ahead.
18.
I'm gonna move you.
Okay.
Of course.
I knew it!
Hmm.
He's as foul as a shit.
No.
I think I might know what's on the island. there might be something on the island. I don't know. There might be something cool. I don't know though. I'll have to bring it up in a second. But Big Red mentioned something a little while ago.
Oh, that was quick.
Back.
I don't like the idea of not knowing what we are dealing with.
Something that potentially can be dangerous. How about that?
We're not afraid of danger.
And you wouldn't mind taking this item from one place to another. If you are from the north, I don't head up those ways much.
I am worried more about the people that could be hurt by
Look, like if it's something that we are capable of getting, then it's something we would consider, okay? But you need to uphold your word, okay? Now, first of all, before we decide anything, why don't you tell us about these ruins you mentioned?
There might be a few more. These islands get strange. Start heading towards the middle a little bit. Past the swamp, more towards in, starts raising up. You'll see broken ruins there, and a cave. Might find something in that cave. I'd never been in there. So, whatever's in there's never been scrounged by my hands.
Mari looks to the rest of the group. Well, is that something that we're willing to investigate?
If we're staying on the island, I might as well.
But I think we should find this dark army as soon as possible.
I agree, but this is a point in the right direction. Marcus.
Dark army. Goodness. To find that in the skeleton idol, I was like, I'll tell everybody in Darktown. They will never believe me.
Like I said, it was a simple hypothesis. I'm not sure if any of this is true, but it's definitely something to investigate. I mean, what if this is the case? I'm just speaking of the worst case possible, you know?
Sounds like you've done these types of things before. What are you chaps again? Where you said you're from the north?
Oh, this? No.
There's a
Not
few of
like
us.
this.
Not you, Marquisian.
Not too far north.
I am from Rexentrum, yes.
I am also from Rexentrum.
Goodness. That's far north. That's exactly where I was needing the package. Or was it? No, it was farther north. You've been to Uthodurn.
Uthodurn? Do I know where that is? I'm sure.
Yeah, the both of you would know of Uthodurn being a capital outside of the Empire. Far north.
Vigilante take me that way, or not really?
No, it's like way farther north. I think it's in the Green Wildlands. That's like fucking way
Past
north.
the Great Wildlands.
Yeah, so it's out of Gwendolian. It's out of
Much
Gwendolian.
farther.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's way out of its reach, but
Yeah.
it's like
Okay.
way far north.
Yeah,
That is,
there's a whole ass mountain range and like a big ass lake separating. It's weeks and months away.
that is quite a bit farther north than
Uthodurn. Uthodurn? Did I hear you correctly?
It's just where I have this package I need to send. That's why I said it's too far for me to make this journey, and I'm loving the sun.
What?
It's too cold up there.
It
You've
is.
been up
Yes, that's my concern. No, I know of the place though.
Food's good. That's all I would remember. But I suggest you'll head out soon. All of us as well. But can we please put the helm on the Ishwood first?
You would like that, won't you? So you can flee without
She
us.
feels naked without it. Oh, because that's how the ship works. You blasted idiot.
This is how pirate works. We put it on, and we turn our backs, and you're gone.
We don't have to put the helm in the correct position. We could put it on the ship, and it's technically there.
That's perfect. Just put it in the inside the galley of it. Do not wish
Right.
any blasted kobolds to ransack the thing again.
You
We'll
think
do
he's gonna
like a
carry it by
bit of,
himself?
quick escape if we need it.
So,
Get it on the ship and get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so we're staying.
Wait a minute.
Yes, I think so. I look around to everyone.
Yeah,
Everyone
Marcus
seems
looks
to be
around.
in agreement.
You see, Marcus's
me-
Marcus's posture is like chest puffed up, like a soldier, like ready for war. Great, very good.
Yeah,
One-
seems some of us think so. So
One thing
Fine.
first before I say anything. Red, I'm gonna look into the forest. How's the condition of the fire? Like, is it widespread or does it seem contained?
Roll a perception check.
no, the
Alright.
entire sky is red.
Yes.
Sounds like California.
Right.
You don't see anything because you look up and there's no smoke. So it seems to be dying down.
All right. I'm in. I think we'll be fine.
Let's just be careful of blasted panthers, and I've seen a gorilla or two. You know what those are?
It's as long as we do not attack the beast, we should be fine.
Anything
Deal
else
with
that
it.
you've seen wandering
I mean-
around?
Everything seems to be just mad with rage around here. Look at that fool. He points over at Marcus.
Marcus is just looking at the forest. He didn't see him point at him.
Oh, he's always like that.
Is he? He's always just angry.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sounds like a character from a book I read when I was a kid. Anyways, he almost...
I wouldn't know. I never got read books as a kid.
Goodness. When I, as a pirate, had had a better childhood than you.
Probably.
Probably.
The two tieflings say.
Nothing that looks to the side doesn't say anything.
Gosh darn it! And I try to sneak around to see try to spot Marcus's eye, but stealthily, so he doesn't notice me.
The fire looks to be down. Coast is clear. We have daylight.
All right, we on ship, then we go.
Get this on the ship and then move on
well,
to that.
Perhaps we
ruins.
should take out the rest. Perhaps maybe an hour once we get to the ship, just to catch up on our breaths, I suppose.
Always willing to take a good nap.
Not going to be a bad idea.
I wouldn't turn that down. I was injured a little bit.
It might be a
Nothing
good
bloody,
idea.
but I think magic hits me.
And AKA like 3/4 of my health.
Dominicus, were you trying to see something?
Yeah, you're. I was trying to see Marcus's eyes while he was looking into the forest, but kind of stealthily, so he doesn't notice me. I don't know if anything
You wanna
changed.
see his
within
eyes?
it. Yeah. But
The
again, try.
whole left eye is red.
Whoa.
Fuck me. And I try to trying to get back in line with people.
So Mari, you say what was this thing? Was it god?
No, I don't think it's a god.
Hmm.
It's something that has the power to communicate with him and work with him, but what's the word? It's like a step down from a god. Demigod, maybe?
Mhm.
Something of the Titan, perhaps. I'm not quite sure.
It's powerful, whatever it is.
It is powerful. There's no way we could. So, for example, if Ceratos was on this island and we try to fight him, we're going to die. But
Good enough.
correct. If there are servants here, it's something that's that he's using, perhaps to I don't know, keep the storm here. Whatever it may be, this island could be tied to a certain artifact on the island, and if we were able to find it, think maybe we could break the spell that encases this whole place.
Things of that power typically don't work directly. They tend to work through others.
Right. That's what I mean. I am not quite sure what it could be, but there could be someone or something on this island that is causing all of these.
Mm-hmm. So,
I
so.
think we're all in agreement. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Much as I dislike staying here,
Yes,
doesn't
think-
feel right to not do anything about
I
it.
do think perhaps we should try to investigate further, but we should no doubt rest first.
Let's get this on the boat and we can rest there.
I think perhaps chances we could fail if we just try to escape now. Who knows that the storm can do.
That's what I mean.
It also might not just be the storm at that point if they really want us to stay.
It could be.
All right.
But, in any case, let's get going.
Marcus
Yeah.
nods, spins around,
Warn you.
and he's like in soldier mode now, and walks towards the helm.
So old-fashioned.
All right.
The ginger just grabs the other end.
All right, nice and slow now. Just go ahead and grab it. Lift it up.
On three.
And he just
And
you just
Three.
jump up way faster than he does, and he's like,
Yeah.
Come on, hold tight.
Goodness. I said slow. Oh, God.
We have a war to win.
War. What? Huh?
We're gonna fight an evil army.
Did he hit his head?
I mean, what did not hit his head?
I kind of go over to Mayet and lean over and whisper in her, Mayet, do you have anything that can remove a curse?
Yeah, but not right now. I think he's just crazy.
It might be a curse if it's the same thing afflicting the Captain Navos.
Yeah, I can fix him tomorrow. I'm just really tired.
That's fine, as long as we should try it, at least.
Also, I really want to look at that statue thing.
It's this way, we'll pass it on the way to the boat.
Okay.
Amari's going to turn towards the hone as we're starting to get around and moving. And the hone,
Yes.
Dorbindicus too. Hear me out. Would you happen to have around 200 golds worth of incense or a powder diamond, maybe? Puts his hand into his mouth. He's like stroking his chin.
Have not done that recently.
Dorbindicus, you seem like the kind of guy that would have at least 200 golds worth of
Yes,
incense.
the
and
man
powder
who grew up in a forest and lived off by
Yes, I know.
trading.
Would you? Could I borrow it, perhaps?
I do not have
I'll
any
send
of
it.
that.
It sucks.
Amari, what do you need that for?
Well, and he kind of steps closer. Like he glances towards Silverlonius and he steps closer. Well, I have a spell, and the spell, if triggered, will do a shit ton of damage to Silverlonius. For example, if we were to set the helm down somewhere on the ship and he tried to move it or do other nefarious activities, then he would essentially get blown the hell up. But I need the correct
on.
ingredients for it.
Amari, you said the words blow up, right?
Yes.
With the helm. That's going to be on the boat.
Well, I'm just saying, if he
You're going
tries
to blow
to
up the boat.
I don't. Okay, I could set it to something else. It could be like acid or lightning or anything like that. You know, something that could hurt him. Cold damage, maybe like a chill below storm. I don't know, something, a flash freeze. I don't. You can.
Amari, Silverlonius and this boat thing scares the hell out of me. I'm going
I'm
to be
just saying.
honest.
If he tries to escape with it, then it would go. Boom.
I've seen the boat basically interact with Silverlonius, like they're kind of communicating to some degree.
Well, that's what I mean. We don't have
So-
to put the helm on the ship. We could leave it on the ground somewhere. I could put the wards around it, and he would be able to touch it. And if he did, then it would cause serious damage.
We already agreed that it's going to be on the ship. If we change the terms of conditions now,
Well, it could also be on the ship. You know what I mean? Like I could put the ward on the ship, and if he touches it, then it would do a lot of damage.
Honestly, I did not like the idea
Well,
of him helping us and expecting seeing after.
I don't have anything that will help you with that.
It really sucks, but
I know,
but
I
I
know.
understand. You know.
I'm gonna go take point
Okay.
on our approach. I'm gonna take point.
And starts like shuffling through his backpack and nope. Like,
Yep.
Did Marcus hear
Yeah.
that? What Amari said?
nah, whispered.
Oh, he's gonna. Yeah,
Okay.
he's probably gonna walk over to you. He's gonna be like, after that, Nohone's like, no. He's gonna trot over to Marcus. Hey, Marcus.
Yes.
Question, real quick. I know you're busy.
Then I
carrying
walk away.
but just I'm curious. You wouldn't happen to have like somewhere in the range of about 200 golds worth of incense, powdered diamonds. You know.
He looks at you like, no. Why would I have that?
Well, you see, if I did have it, I have a spell, and if Severdonius tries to touch the hem, you know, if you know, for example, he tries to steal it and get away on the ship,
Yes.
could like blow up, you know, and do some damage to him. It could deter him from doing such a thing. You see what I mean?
He gives you like a deep stare, and then starts smiling. Blow up.
Yes, but I need specific ingredients for the spell, and if I don't have them, I can't cast it.
I don't have it.
That is a shame.
And you see he's like smiling at you now. As he keeps walking past you, he gives you like a clap on the shoulder. Blow up, you said, huh? I like the new Amari. Keeps going.
He kind of just lets you go by, and he's like, "Ah, damn it! It's so cool." But he's gonna continue on.
If he approaches Lucia, she's gonna immediately look him dead in the eye and say the answer is no.
Nods his head and keeps walking.
She has definitely heard all of this.
Can I check in the bag of holding? I don't think there's gonna be
but no,
near as much.
Sons. No,
That
he didn't
is fine.
cast spells like that. New.
That's okay.
But you guys have been walking over to the ship. Have you as you
I show Mayette the statue as we go.
I would also like to take a look at the
pass
statue.
by the statue as well, and Mayette, when you see it, you see the whole face defamed and everything, and it's oval shape, like a rock or a boulder was almost just placed on top of it.
Does it look familiar, or it's like a random elf?
Now that you're looking at it, say make a history with disadvantage since it's defamed.
Okay. Dang it! Why did it do that? Okay.
Start looking through it. It's not ringing a bell. It is very vague still.
Well,
It could be a very form. It could be other forms of some of like the higher elves that would have adorned themselves to be with the Arkheart, the Everlight. Excuse me.
Okay.
But it is hard to say.
Can we stop here by the statue for just a minute?
We're technically like up here, right?
Yeah.
Wherever the
Yeah.
fuck we are. I don't know where we're at.
You don't have to worry about the map too much. The map's not like 100% accurate always.
Why have we stopped?
Sorry.
Oh, because I don't like the way the statue looks.
Do I
Yeah.
recognize the statue, Big Red, or no?
Apparently, kobolds don't have any taste of art. So
Oh.
what?
You do?
Say make a religion a disadvantage.
Our religion? Okay.
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
Sure. Because it is like an elvish statue, right?
Yeah, it used
Well,
to
it
be.
looks in nature.
Appears
Okay.
to be.
Still a +9 in that. All right.
It's hard to say. You don't really know.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure how this is already gonna work, but just stand back like 15 feet, okay?
Sure.
Now walk up to the statue and cast concentration on it.
Okay, let me read this for a second.
Hopefully that. Mostly, I just want to see if the statue blows up or not. It's really not going to do much else.
You're such a brat.
Well, if it's a statue to the Everlight, I have to try.
So you place it over, you put your hands out, and this like purplish bluish energy just starts emanating from your hands and echoes out. And as like this ring of purple kind of goes around you all, it like blasts air up for a moment, and as it goes up, the head of the boulder just gets launched out. And now the body of the whole statue just seems undefamed, and everything about it seems to be a bit more tranquil. As now when you finished blasting the whole place, Lesia, you start seeing all these crazy ruins going around all over the place. They go around like the archways up to the ones that are the little stones that are broken. You start seeing like decorative ruins almost everywhere.
Do I understand any of it?
It's an old Elvish. So
Do you know Elvish?
Make history a disadvantage.
Ye old Elvish.
Go, I know that you.
Man,
Wow.
one of these days we're going to learn that language.
Sooner or later, you'll get the opportunity.
One day.
Don't worry.
One day.
I do want to, if there's any words that especially, like, or what seem to be words, like, reoccurring, I want to jot them down.
Okay. Make a perception roll.
This would be
Actually, no,
second.
an investigation. I'd say in perception. Sorry.
It's just a regular roll, because not.
I was trying to figure out, like, how would, like, decipher which ones are which, but it's with perception.
14.
You start looking around, and you can see almost names. They seem to be elven house names. And the one that shows up a lot is this. Give me a second. And another phrase that comes out of it as well that you see. Give me a second. Hold on. I'm trying to type it all in.
Oh, the suspense.
Those are the two phrases that you see the most.
And they seem to be elven house names?
Yes.
Okay. I will note that down.
Are we wait for something?
I started to see something after Maya did what she did.
Oh.
Do you see it too, Maya?
Oh, I see lots of things. It's best not to ask me that question.
Do you see the runes that started showing up all over the place?
I don't know. Do I? No, I didn't think I would. No, I don't.
I can't read all of it, but there are two names. They seem to be names anyway that appear a lot. The Devalandi and this Estria.
Do you see any more words floating around your head, not crazy person?
No.
Never mind that. right. Okay.
Something to look into possibly later.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if you saw any words or something in like a sentence, maybe we could translate it, but that's not a lot to go off of.
Not a lot, no. Might be something important though in the future. Hard to say. Alright, I think we can continue.
Right behind you. That voice cracked.
Alright. Happens to the best of us. But yeah, I'm gonna start following behind.
Oh, it has me dying. The last time that happened, it had me laughing, bro.
Alessia, let me help out with taking point.
Alright.
Especially if we're heading off to the beach for the last basilisk.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep kind of like a mental note of where that basilisk is if it's moving.
He still seems to be under the water in the middle of the shore.
Doesn't seem to have moved though, or at least if it did, it moved closer or further away, but not any other way.
Mm-hmm.
Still seems to probably be in the same spot.
All right, I'll just have this ready, and I take out my bow.
That idea.
All right. As soon as possible, I'll hit it. Try to get as far away.
Okay, so we're
Right.
moving on, I think, at this point.
All right, that's when the rest of you just continue forth. As you start leading everybody through Darmenicus, it is not too difficult of a journey, and everything seems to go smooth. As Ishwood seems to have this kind of like little landing to easily climb up on its ladder and get out onto the ship. But you guys are in front of it, kind of looking at it. Do you all wish to board it?
Yeah. Is it pretty much intact? Like there's no holes in it or anything?
Yeah, it's in really good shape.
Let's get this thing aboard.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I'll show you all the place. It's wonderful.
We need to hoist this thing up.
I can help.
Nothing that
Probably.
Ginger and that man can do.
I guess we'll go up and see if there's rope on top
Hmm.
or something
Yeah.
strong.
I'll climb up, and as I do, I would like to kind of just like. I would like to keep kind of like half an eye on myself as I climb up to like sense any emotional change, like if the boat has some sort of overpowering influence or something.
You don't seem to have that kind of sense when you guys step up on it.
Okay.
But here, give me a second. Let me move you along like this.
Oh, nice. A map.
Dun, 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 dun.
Right.
This one's got like 4 floors. This is a big boat.
Whoa.
Made that big boat.
Oh wow.
So it's a little confusing, but it's not really 4 floors. This just symbolizes that, like the sails and the crow's nest that you can climb up,
Mm.
and then this is still that same deck.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I can do this.
Oh, and
There's-
then
Oh yeah, I
8
see it. Yeah, I
floors.
see it. Yeah.
But yeah, this
Okay.
is above that, or this is
Yeah,
below,
yeah.
of course.
So there are two floors, quote unquote, to this boat, or 3?
There's like the upper deck where
Mid deck
we're
and
on.
bottom deck.
There's a mid deck and a lower deck.
Gotcha.
So this is the up deck. So this is like the captain's quarters back here, but it's still on
Yeah.
the top deck. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess we know because of the boat there.
Yeah.
Which is yeah. Okay, cool.
Nice.
And then these. Okay, nice. Cool.
Got archery range in there.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
It's all you, Dominicus.
Marcus is
But
looking
yeah,
around.
no. You all
And
find
here-
some
Hammocks here, in case you miss and hit somebody sleeping.
Yeah.
I don't miss.
Hell yeah.
I always do.
I see you miss a couple of times.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, Deadshot.
All right. So where do we put this thing?
Just put it right up there.
No.
Hold on.
No.
What do you mean now?
We put it under my hammock.
How do you know there's hammocks here?
It's a ship, Dominicus. There's always hammocks in the ship.
Okay.
Not putting the giant helm in your hammock, you blasted idiot.
I don't want you to get second thoughts or cold feet.
Told you all I would help you. Ah, yes, sit here.
And I believe you.
Great.
Well, hold on, everyone. If this helps with anything, when we took the helm, sorry, Sir Valonius, but he was able to teleport basically anywhere he can. If Sir Valonius wanted to, he could have just teleported himself straight to the boat and forced me to put the helm on. But instead, we went back to the camp.
It's
That
true.
means anything.
No, that doesn't mean a thing. He still needs a crew to sail it.
Definitely could have just put you in
Hold
a
on,
different
Marcus.
place entirely.
Can't you just hear yourself?
It
He
doesn't
says,
really
what if he
matter
runs away?
where
And then
we
you're
put it.
saying he needs a crew. What?
Yes, he needs us to steer the ship.
Then why are you saying that he might run away?
He's not stealing his ship.
Marcus is like thinking about it.
Also, like he said, if he can teleport, it doesn't matter where we put it. He can just teleport it to where it needs to go.
Pretty much.
It's a pointless effort.
Yeah, that too.
Well, you kind of have a point.
Yeah, let's
I
just
need
put it
a
up
crew
there.
to get through the blasted storms.
So let's just put it up
Yeah.
there where it goes, and let's move on. We
Yeah, let's take a.
have
another
other things
rest.
to worry about.
Yeah. If he wished to leave already, maybe. I do not know. I need a rest.
All right.
I
I'll
could
help
use an
with-
hour to patch my wounds.
We all can.
You all just find a place on the ship. I'm gonna go in my quarters and try to sleep in there. Even those places at a bit of an angle.
Perfect. You get used to, how you say, power nap.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Alright.
So it's always great after a good day drinking session, I'd say.
Alright, let's move.
He's a drunk. That's what he is. That's what he do.
We do this already.
Yeah.
This
Come on,
is
Ginger.
not-
Just put it up there.
Alright, I got you.
I got you
You
too.
carry it up.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
You're just like you're backing them up and everything. Dominicus, like, yep.
My hands are trying to reach it, but they keep walking away. It's like, gosh darn it. I give up. Like, never mind.
You're like, yeah, you get to the other side and they start moving out and keep going. You're like, I'll get to the other. I've done that. I've actually done that in real life, so it's funny. I've been that guy. You all, they set it down, and once Ginger sets it down, he looks over at Marcus. You all think there's gonna be an army of darkness?
Yes, we believe so. We believe this is a
Okay.
tactical area, and maybe this island is breeding an enemy that is superior.
Well, hell.
Yes.
You all folk found out that Captain was nuts and all this?
We did.
Damn.
Yes.
You are not too bad. Not too bad.
Thank you, Ginger.
Wish Nabos wasn't too much of an asshole.
Yeah, he was. But you seem different. I mean, you're a pirate, but you know.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm trying to give you a compliment.
Don't sound like a compliment.
Well, he just turns around. What I was trying to say is, I think you
What
could.
are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say it. Just hear me out.
Say it.
Well, thank you for your help. We appreciate your service.
He gives a nod.
And
Wow.
Ginger,
Mm.
have your axe sharpened. We have a battle tomorrow.
He gives another nod.
And then Marcus is like, the thought of battle.
Meanwhile, I think I'm assuming like this is access to lower decks. This thing right here.
Yes.
Yeah, so no one's trying to open that, and only loud enough that people nearby can hear. Oh, look, Marcus socializing. Grow up so fast.
Good for him.
I'm just gonna stick up here.
All right.
Let's just gonna head down, try to find a hammock or something to
Yeah.
rest in briefly. Patch up her wounds.
You guys easily get up onto a spot. Here, if anything, this can make it easy. Actually, no, never mind.
Mm.
But yeah,
Uh,
no, you all head down to the lower decks. Everything seems to be in decent order and everything. But Nahon, when you're out and about and walking, you're trying to get a feeling of the ship, and it doesn't seem there, but you're hearing creaks and kind of cracks in this like weird little pattern. And then when you stopped moving, it stopped as well.
Not sure what that is. Just shrugs. And after just a couple minutes of doing that, he's gonna head down to the place I can't remember the word of.
The lower deck?
Yes, that.
There you go.
That's what I got. Look,
Floor number 2.
I have gotten. Yeah.
I've done that.
Yeah. Going
You guys
far.
head down below and seem well and orderly.
Does
little-
mine have lower decks as well?
Little stench of mildew and such, but other than that,
Ew.
Does Amari head below decks as well?
He's gonna like mill around at the top, just kind of glancing around, but eventually, yeah, he's
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for me, I'm gonna take my rest up here, so I'm staying the entire time up here.
all right.
I hate to admit it,
Trixie also-
Dominicus. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I hate to admit it, Dominicus. But this is a beautiful ship.
Coming from you, it's new for a change.
Yeah, we used to sink the pirates. Glad we didn't sink this one. Don't you feel it, Dominicus? The excitement of battle.
No,
Why not?
I see us surviving. We all said we were going to go investigate, not jump into a battle, and the entire time he's avoiding your eyes.
Yes, but this dark army must be eradicated. We cannot let it happen. They cannot, Dominicus.
I know that. We saw what happened at Trostenwald.
Yes, but this might be bigger. We need a strategy. Maybe we can use the cannons from the ship to bombard them. Yes. I'll figure out how many cannons there's and how much ammo we have. We must train the crew. I think we should train the
Marcus,
crew.
we
What?
are the crew here.
Yes.
Calm yourself. What's happening?
With what?
With this? What do you you're uptight, you're very motivated for some reason.
Yes, I'm excited. Cutting
I
down the
don't
enemy
like it.
once again.
Marcus, please calm yourself.
This is my calm state, just so you know it.
The way that you look, I don't think this is a calm state.
Dominicus, I have a purpose again. Don't you see? Darkness.
Oh,
And we the good. We must
yes,
fight it.
definitely, I can see a darkness. Yes, and at that point, he does look at you in the eye.
Yeah, you see a crazy look.
That eye is just red.
He's already
His
like in a
iris-
battle zone, you know.
What color are your eyes again,
They're blue.
Marcus? The blue in that left eye is just very prominent now when you look at it within the deep red.
Are you holding me or no? I'm
Holding you? No.
shoulders or something like you're excited. If not, then never mind.
Yeah, he just took a step forward when he did that. When he gets more excited, he just took like a step forward, you know.
And with that, then I take a little small step back, not too far, not too much, but a slight hesitation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Marcus, I need you to reconsider your actions right now.
Why would I reconsider my actions? If we would reconsider, we could just leave.
No, we're staying. We're going to investigate what's happening here, and we can take care of it. And that is if.
Yes.
But we cannot just jump into a full-on battle with cannons and anything like that.
What if artillery is required? We should have that at least as an option.
Artillery, all this fancy talk. It's military talk.
Of course it's military talk. This is war, Dominicus.
A war that we didn't start. A war that you want to go on your own. Well, with us, but again, you're the one who's claiming it as a war. Marcus,
I'm
I
not the
need
one
you-
that figured out that there was an enemy hidden here.
There could be.
And if there is, we must have a plan. We must be prepared for anything that we can encounter. Make sure you have enough provisions. We might be out in the battlefield for longer than we anticipate. Have the crew and the men ready for tomorrow.
Marcus, we are the men. We are the crew. What are you talking?
Then be ready.
Ginger starts running
need-
around and grabbing weapons and such. Bro, you think this is gonna be good for the war?
Yes, Ginger. This is perfect. Good soldier.
I'm not a soldier, but alright.
Marcus, take the hour. Take a rest.
I will.
Not wound wise, but your mind wise. Just take an hour. Just think.
I will think. But first we must lay a strategy. I'm gonna draw a map of the island. And see where's
How?
the soft points. Well, we have been around it, so we kinda know how it looks like. There must be weak spots.
Marcus, you have been in stone for 2 days.
You know, Dominicus, it felt like way more than 2 days. But like I was gone for months. But now I'm here. So, this is a happy moment. Enjoy it.
Fine, I'll stick to the front of the ship. You can do what you need to do.
All right. Just be ready. for whatever that comes. I have your
course.
back, Dominicus.
As I to you.
I'm glad to hear that. And then immediately he turns around, drops down, starts doing push-ups.
Meanwhile, Amari, he's coming down the stairs as that conversation's happening, completely in his own mind, without seeing this pillar here. He just like slams face first into it. He's like, "Oh, ouch, son of a bitch!" And he steps
You
past it,
okay?
like rubbing his forehead. Oh, I did not see the pole. Why is it there? It's like 2 steps from the stairs. Ah. Anyway,
It's true.
and he like
Hey,
comes down and he's like looking around at the ship. He kind of looks towards everyone and nods his head. Hello.
is there? Aside from that, doing okay?
I feel better. I don't know,
Hmm.
I guess it's nice to be moving around and having the prospect of getting off the island while we're out there doing something good.
All right. If you feel good enough, then Nahon will reach into his backpack and he'll pull out Chantel's grimoire, which he assumes, never actually checked, is full of magical spells.
Oh,
If you feel good enough and trust yourself enough, then
you see Mario's pupils fucking expand like a cat, and he he steps over towards it. Where did you get these?
see, there's this thing that you may not like. I got it from body of Chantel. Her book.
Well, I suppose you can't let magics go to waste. Do you mean to allow me to use this? At least look at it.
Yeah, look at it. Perhaps until we get off island, maybe I keep it. But yeah, take a look.
Sure. I don't know if I'm capable of using spells in it right now. I don't have the resources, but
Yeah,
there could be some useful information in here at least.
yes, figure would be, given that she is a different magic user.
All right. Maybe she has something that I don't know.
Hmm.
Thank you. Now, take a look at this. But there is something I wanted to talk to you about.
Feel free.
I'm not quite certain if you heard, but when we first got on the ship, were you ever aware of the novels and what he was after on the ship? The Swords of Pain?
Oh yes, you did say. Different sorts of pin. Strange name, but I suppose it's sword.
Strange
So
name, but I don't know. What if? I'm just thinking, but what if one of those are on this island? What if that's? I mean, they're powerful artifacts. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know if those could be causing such an effect here.
they sound very powerful. As in, I'm not sure if as in like something happened and magic even more strong before, but not anymore.
But the thing is as far as I know of them, they're made by different gods. So I assume they all have
Hmm.
their own properties while also having their own certain weaknesses.
Right.
I'm just not sure. It was a thought in my head. I was just wondering if you thought any differently, knowing the circumstances.
I not even hear of them, but I know they are dangerous.
Yes.
It's obvious.
But I mean, so as to speak, they are made by different gods. And if this creature, Ceratos, is communicating with a god, so to speak, well, what if he is wielding one of them? For example, I know that one of them, I don't know the names of the swords themselves, but I know that they were created by different deities. There's better ones like the Moonweaver and the Allhammer, but also sinister gods like Bane. So I'm just curious. I don't know. It's something to be worrisome about.
Right. Yes, I forgot about that, but have been thinking. Perhaps one could be here. Would be interesting to find it, but I do not intend to let us use it in that case.
No, I'm not sure if mortals can wield such a item, especially people at Von Calipor. Maybe much stronger people like more experienced adventurers, but as it stands, we
Yeah.
may have a difficult time wielding something of that caliber. But anyway, I'll take a look at this.
Yes.
And if I understand and see anything interesting, I'll give it back though. I understand it.
Yeah, by end of the hour. That'd be good.
Of course. Amaya's going to take the book and kind of shuffle off past him towards one of these hammocks back here. He's going to sit down on the edge of it, open it up in his lap, and he's just going to start panning through it, see if there's anything in there.
Nahana's going to get into a hammock himself and just kind of lay there, listening to the sounds of the ship and just zoning out, pretty much. Like,
as you do.
Yeah, after Lesia finished kind of like inspecting her wounds and making sure they're gonna heal okay, she pulls out that book that Amari gave her, starts looking into that.
Okay, you pull out the
It's
blue one, right?
the Asari Elf book, whatever that one is.
Go ahead and make an investigation roll real quick.
Ooh. Unnatural, but still.
Because you come across something that is akin to this seems to be this book is a collection of people, almost of like authors and artists, and one of the people, the segments that you're able to translate the best come from this person named Nibiru. And that name just keeps going around over and over and over. Excuse me, I think it's Nibiru.
Is it like Niberu or something?
Yeah, here, hold on.
Write them down in my notes. Ah, okay. It was close.
And you're getting the idea that this Nibiru is a high elf noble that seems to have an effect of what was happening during the age when the Asari elves were around. He was one of the I guess the bigger names before they just died out.
So it's apparent he's a noble, and I have the name Nibiru. Did it give a family name? What house he belonged to?
You can kind of see that if anything, after reading it for a while, you're starting to understand that they have a term for bastard, and he seems to be one, but he is one that ascended beyond his like class level.
Okay, so just like uncertain house, but yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Put it in my notes. Very interesting. Relevant to the current situation? Probably not, but interesting.
Maybe. You might never know.
Are there any pictures in here of him, or is it just all text?
With the 20, there is. There is a picture.
Okay. I will try to commit that picture to memory.
Make a... Okay. Make a perception check as you're looking at the picture.
14.
You start making out details out of the elven kind of the elven noble, and you can see that he's armored very much like a noble lord, and such like that. And he carries this long sword, and you start looking at the blade and the hilt of it, and then like the face as well kind of seems familiar, but the blade is the most familiar to you. As when you like kind of set the book down for a second, you look over to Amari, and you remember seeing that blade just being drawn from him when he was possessed.
Well, shit. I glance over at Amari. A little uncomfortable now. What to do with this information?
You still got those crushed diamonds?
But with that, as you sit and ponder and everybody rests, we will take a quick break, everybody, and we will be
Woo.
back in 15 minutes.
All right.
Woo!
Do that.
Oh, hello. And welcome back. We're back from our little break. Had to get some foods and stuff. But we continue. After you guys had rested a little bit and regained your strength, what do you guys wish to do?
I'm gonna go over to Nahone for a moment. Nahone. Is he still AFK?
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh.
He's still asleep.
Okay, can I do
Okay.
something? Oh, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, no, go ahead then.
Okay,
Wait for him.
so Marcus is gonna go and knock on the captain's quarter. Captain!
You hear a bunch of bottles like rattle around. Yes.
Sir, permission to enter your chamber.
What is it? Stay the bloody hell out there. What the hell do you want?
This is important, sir. I need paper.
For what?
I need to draw a map.
Sir Svennis just looks at you very confused.
And some ink
What
will
for?
be helpful. For the battle plan, sir.
Bloody battle plans? There's no battle plans.
There might well be, sir.
He just shakes his head and turns around. He doesn't even acknowledge you.
Sir, this is utterly important.
He goes over and picks up a bottle and tries to drink out of it, and it's empty. And just drops it.
It's not important right now. There's no bloody army. What the hell are you on about? This isn't a... When did I become a goddamn...
He just like shakes his head.
Sir, if you just could have the paper and the ink. I will do all the planning.
I got no bloody paper or ink around here. Go somewhere else.
Very well, sir. Thank you. And he closes the door after him.
Or didn't I just say thank you?
Dominicus.
So I will sort of. Oh, Marcus turns around.
The commander's not taking this seriously. We need to find some ink and paper. Have you seen any?
No, I've been up here. You still on about drawing a map,
Yes.
Marcus?
Okay, I'll find some downstairs. There must be some.
Yeah, we should start at least gathering up. I'll follow you down.
All right. And then he walks down. As he walks down the stairs, like he has his helmet under his arm, like in full, like almost walking in a like in a parade. Good evening, men.
He just raises an eyebrow.
Oh boy.
He looks at you like a commander is expecting his troops, kind of. Have any of you acquired some paper and some ink?
Mark's in the far back with his nose face down in a book.
What?
Paper and ink.
For what?
We need to draw the battle plan.
Battle plan?
Yes, I'm gonna draw a map of the island. And possible entries of battle and combat.
We don't have enough info for that.
Well, the captain might have some information on the targets that we are going to investigate. I just want us to be prepared, so we don't go into a battle that we are not prepared for.
We know so little. I think that is inevitable.
Still, we must be prepared. Make sure you have rations, and your weapons are sharp. This might get ugly. We never know what's out there. He spins around and started searching the ship. If you do acquire some ink and paper, please let me know. And you just start here ruffle and things being shoved and pushed.
I do not think tomorrow can come fast enough.
I'm worried about him.
I am as well. Seems to be getting worse, right?
Right, he's gearing up for like full-on war.
I also am not sure he is aware that he is no longer a soldier.
Right. The funniest thing, he
Yeah.
kept calling, bring up the crew, bring up the men. I mean, that's technical. Never mind. Should he come along with us?
None's
don't
eye
know.
kind of
His
Keep him here.
I think it's getting worse. His eye.
Yes. I spoke with Mayette. She has something. It might be a curse. She can remove it, but she would need time to prepare it. It would be in tomorrow.
None's eye opens and kind of aimed at Leslie and Americus, and this is ugly, isn't it?
Yes. Hopefully, whatever Mayette can do works. But I don't know what our options are if it doesn't.
It's
If
best
he
to
ends up like Navos, then
yes,
we know how
Yes.
that ended.
yeah, strange, but perhaps there is something here. I not believe in what he says.
Maybe we'll be able to fix it with whatever we find out here. I don't know. I don't think we'd be able to keep him here. He is strong enough to break out of the brig.
Well,
And
yeah,
if we leave him on the ship, he will either leave on his own or kill Silverlonius.
you get cut
Probably.
there.
I think it's best to not provoke him and simply, as a go-whistle, ignore whatever he does.
I feel like this is a lose-lose. We keep him on the ship, he gets angry, boom, a little more. We go out there, he gets angry or provoked, boom. I mean, I guess the best thing is just keep him with us.
There is
Yeah,
something else. And I look
Right,
over at
so-
Amari. Is Amari seem to be paying attention to us at all?
Nope.
I found something in a book Amari gave me. It might be a clue onto what is possessing him.
Oh,
There was an elf, a high elf from long ago, during the time of the Asariels, that he had armor and a sword, and that sword looked like the one that was being drawn out of his chest when he was possessed.
Sound familiar? Do we know his identity or
I gave the
motivation
name
in life?
Nabiri. Or Nabiru.
Nibiru.
No, no. He was a bastard who ascended to nobility, but no house name was given.
Bastard did his men not know who mother and father is?
That way.
And a self-proclaimed child. Huh.
He was very involved in the events that happened in that time period. Very powerful.
Interesting. Some
Very
ambitious.
old.
Well, that's a good thing, right? It's as long as if you know the person, you can find a way to get
Yes.
rid of it from him.
It's good you tell me. That way I can keep eye on him better. But I not
Don't
know the
know how
person.
much it will help.
Uh,
I'll try to look into it more. See what I can
Yes.
find out. I only had an hour to look.
I not know anything about elves, so more I know is better.
are you planning to tell Amari?
I don't know if it would help any. We could
Yeah.
try. I
Mm,
don't know if it would hurt either.
I think would scare him.
Maybe.
At the same time, not good time to keep secret. But
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
later, tomorrow.
Well, I'm telling the big hunk of rage over there that his eyes isn't red. I don't know how he'll freak out, but
I think I should tell Amari.
maybe he can tell us his connection with it or something.
It
somehow.
might provoke something. We should wait till we're off the boat, though, just in case.
Yeah.
Yes. I would save for after whatever we find in cave, so he can keep his mind focused.
I
But
do not want this getting out at an inopportune moment.
true.
Trust is already thin here.
It's true. Not want him to feel pain, so I just hope does not do anything to him.
I think ignorance might also be its own danger.
Very true. Yes, you are right. So whenever you wish, I will be there. Just let me know. And now we'll be we can just sit up, get out of his hammock.
I'll be back on the top deck. I'll wait for you guys.
All right.
Plus, I don't know if Marcus will find his papers, whichever.
Do have it in pen. I just did not want to deal with it. Who tries to plan a battle when they know absolutely nothing about the location or the enemies or anything?
Last thing you do is take out, seriously.
That is not a plan that would ever work.
All right.
It's definitely losing it.
Yeah.
I'll be on top.
All right. Kind of like smiles, trying to be reassuring.
Well, look on the bright side. Only most of us might try to kill us at any moment.
Yeah, true. I mean, I think I am okay. I have control for now.
Today was mostly manageable. Might be a different story tomorrow. Or the day after.
I will try to help however I can. Not sure how.
The battle helped. Let me get out of my frustrations with this place.
I can tell. I will try to make easy on you tomorrow.
Marcus might make it difficult, though.
True, I will try my best with that. It is difficult.
Let me get to Mari. I plan to tell him after we get off the boat.
All right. And Nahon will he'll get up and go walk over to Amari. Very calmly, not rushed at all. Kind of watching for just a second, see if it doesn't catch attention, just like tap his shoulder.
Sorry, I was distracted.
Yeah, no issue.
Oh,
we
I
go
see.
now.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Here we go. And he closes the book and hands it back very, very gently.
Find anything?
Did I find anything? Because it was what was her name? Who was it?
Chantel.
Chantel.
It was Chantel Spellbook.
It was a grimoire you were looking through?
Yeah.
Okay. Here. I got something.
Something.
At least for like an hour's worth of reading.
Yeah, I can message you this.
Okay.
This might be a conglomeration of stuff that you know too, though. So
That's that's fine. That's fine. Then I'll probably just pick and choose stuff that I want or am interested in. There's probably other shit in there that I don't really care for.
Also, if the more that overlaps, the less money you have to spend transcribing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But hey, man, more spells. I mean, that's a good thing.
More adaptability is always good.
Yeah.
By the way, Karun, stream is up and running. Sound is on. Everything's good.
Sorry, what?
Stream is on. Sound is up and running. Everything's good.
Yeah.
Yay.
Cool.
Good job, Karun.
Thank you.
You're doing a good fucking job, man.
Thanks. I'm blushing here.
Love to see it.
War
I'm
online.
blushing, man.
Guys, I just want to mention that Karun is not only a wonderful character in this group, but he's also like the behind the scenes person too. Like what's it called? The stage engineer. He's got everything, dude. Cameraman, sound man. He's everything. Mic guy, all of it.
Yeah. Maybe, don't say that, because if it's shit, then people know who's making the shit. So.
All right.
But what if it's great?
Whoopsie
Then
daisy.
you won't get any praise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true.
Thanks a lot.
Ah,
DM, I want my paper.
Are you looking around for papers still?
Yeah, paper and ink.
shit, man. Just come
He's
to
on
me.
it.
A mission.
I'm not leading my men into an unknown battle zone. You should know that
You're
by
a
now.
man.
On the warpath.
We're about to go on
Yeah.
some like Mulan trip. Fucking, he's about to like train us to be soldiers in a week.
You,
Let's get down.
You have
to
less than 12 hours to become real soldiers.
Oh my god.
I don't want the mouse on me.
Anyway, sorry. Back to the thing. Amari, he looks up towards Nahon and nods his head. Oh yes, there was actually there's quite a bit in there that caught my eye. I don't have the resources at my disposal to be able to use them properly, but I did take note of a few. I actually earmarked the ones I was interested in, so just make sure
Oh,
the
perfect.
book stays safe.
Yes, I will. And he'll shove it into his backpack and
Ready.
making sure it's nice and snug and won't burn or get knocked around or cut off.
Okay.
And he's gonna head upstairs.
Yeah, Mari's gonna follow him up.
that's when you guys pass by Marcus just rummaging through things.
Oh, I'm actually gonna pause if I see Marcus doing that. I'm gonna kind of poke my head through. Marcus,
Yes, what is it?
Shit.
what are you doing?
I am still looking for paper and ink. Have you seen any?
Paper? I
do
have
not-
that.
You have?
Shit.
Why do you need paper and ink?
Give it to me.
Why do you need?
We are he is planning to make a how do you say better map, but we
What?
Yes.
Yes.
Battle map.
I have a good idea
What
of
do we
the.
need-
I have a good idea of the
what do we
of the
need
island.
Do you?
Why do we need a
We
battle
need to
map?
we need to mark vital strategical locations for possible
what do you know then?
attacks.
Perhaps I can help.
All right.
But my question is how and why are we going to need that?
Well, I'm not leading the men blind into battle, are we?
Men? Who
Yes.
is who?
Can you give me the paper and ink, please? We have no time to waste. We attack at dawn.
Do I notice anything weird about this guy?
His giant left eye just red as hell.
Yeah, I am looking at his eye now that Dominicus pointed out.
Yeah, and
Why is like
he has a
showing confusion?
and he has a like his eyes look crazy, like very determined in a weird way. And he stretches out his hand. The paper and ink, please.
Marcus, you don't look well.
What do you mean? I don't look well.
Do you?
I've never
Do you
felt
feel
better.
okay?
Oh yes.
Do you feel all right?
Yes, I do.
You look sick. Did you hit your eye on something?
What do you mean I look sick? There's no time to be
Your eye,
sick.
Marcus. Your eye, Marcus. It's pitch red.
Did you guys get shot eye? Have you rested?
Yes, we are ready to go.
That is good. And he puts a hand on Nahun's shoulder. You've done well today. Gives you like this proud fatherly look. When we get back
Thank you.
when we get back in on friendly land, I will put a recommendation into high command for you. You have
I
my
appreciate that.
you have my word. Well done, men. Well done.
All right, let's just go then upstairs. Yeah?
Marcus or Amari kind of tugs at the side of Nahun's shirt and pulls him closer to him, like leans over his shoulder towards his ear.
Yep.
What the fuck is wrong with him?
Dominicus, explain.
Just
You
got
don't
on top his head and starts heading up the stairs.
Oh, Amari, you forgot the paper and ink. Amari,
He's just leaving.
I'm already done.
Scattered.
I'm gonna cast barricade. Block him in there?
Don't bother us.
Pretty crazy though.
Another chase scene.
well,
My God.
I guess he's excited for Boar as well. I like it.
Very, yes. Let us go.
All right.
Meanwhile, Lucia's over by Mayette. I don't think tomorrow can come soon enough.
You know what I'm really going to hate about doing this?
Hmm?
I have to touch him.
It'll be quick.
Ugh.
It'll be quick. Does it work through gloves?
I hope not. He's got enough in his eyes. It's gross. I mean, like,
I meant
I
the spell.
don't-
Can you wear gloves and will it work?
I don't. What? I don't own gloves. Shocking, I know.
I think I have some spare.
Maybe. Problem is if he runs off or something, I don't know how we're going to get him back.
Oh, are you ready?
I hate
I just was-
boats. I hate being here.
Well, we're getting off the boat, so that's one thing.
Great. Yeah, why not? Let's go watch Marcus make a bigger fool of himself. At least I'll be entertained.
Get out of here.
As you said that, he
Yeah,
just comes
not
around the corner. Oh, you, Mayette.
What?
Get those wounds cleaned.
Around.
I don't want you to fall down on illness. I need you on full strength tomorrow. And Lesia,
What am I going to do tomorrow?
combat. I want you to
I
be battle
don't-
ready. And
You
Lesia,
know they don't fight, right?
no, you're gonna be in the rear with the ranged. You're gonna be the support.
I'm gonna be in your rear kicking it if you keep this shit up.
Walks upstairs.
He turns to
You
Mayet.
were saying
Sorry, to Lesia. I might need you on my flank. If we have to divide our forces, I want you to lead the second group. Whatever happens, you can count on me, Lesia. Because I know I can count on you.
alright.
All right.
Oh, that was somewhat sweet. Despite
Let's
that.
get
She
I
knows.
am-
She knows how to handle him. She just speaks him after.
That's when you guys get to the top deck.
no.
Do you see Ginger, Trixie? They get everything ready that they have ready. And Silver Valonius does as well. He seems to be more in more adventuring gear, let's say. And he has kind of like some gloves on as well, some dueling gloves, and he looks over at everyone. Yeah, you are ready, it seems.
Yes, sir.
Goodness. Me use that man any louder than what the bloody hell is happening. Just wake up the basilisks, you fool.
I'm sorry, sir. Will not happen again.
Let it out be. Wait. I actually kind of like this. All right.
Goddamn drunken fool.
You must prepare for more. Did you get your battle plans drummed up?
No, I couldn't find ink and paper, sir.
You lazy sack of shit.
I'm sorry.
Goodness.
And he eyes Amari now. Like it's your fault.
Amari's just looking back at him like he's the dumbest son of a bitch.
I lean over. Amari, I think he's looking at you.
I'm aware of that, Dominicus. Thank you.
Well, I mean, he
Well,
was looking at me
whoever
earlier, so I
told-
thought it was
What
me,
is
but
his problem?
You two, get in line.
You all must,
Why are you standing here?
must get going.
Amari, I'll explain everything in a bit.
Get everybody in line, Marcus, and keep them ready. Go. Have fun.
He steps
And
up.
he just like
Yeah, he steps up.
waves forward and just like leans over.
Everybody in line. Come on.
Oh, for fuck's
Double
sake, not
tempo.
you two.
you all look at Silverlonius. He seems to have a ball right now. He's
Yeah.
looking like arms crossed, smiling.
Yes, don't get chop chop, as he says.
Come on. Make the commander proud.
No, just stands where he is.
Alessia just has her arms crossed and is tapping her foot.
Sir, I suggest we send out a scouting party.
Goodness, I thought we were marching. I have no idea what's happening.
We're going to check out the ruins.
That's what
As a yes.
Investigate.
That's what I thought was happening as well, but then this man just started role-playing something else. I have no idea what's happening.
We are doing what you say.
I guess we're about to go to war or something.
You are doing what I say? That's new. Even for me as a captain.
Yeah, what you suggest anyway.
I suggest just walking. That's it.
I
All
like
right.
it.
Walking it is.
Which direction is it? We'll head that way.
Should be in the center of the island itself.
Easy enough.
Indeed. Just be on the lookout for bloody anything.
Do we have a number of the enemy, sir?
Silverlonius just looks over.
I don't know. Why don't you go look ahead?
Yes, sir.
You be our scouting party.
I will, sir.
Good.
Walk away.
Marcus, emphasis on scout. Alright, let's just go.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow after.
I feel like Marcus just throws himself right over the edge and starts swimming to shore. Like,
Here, Amari, I'll explain everything. Just stick with me. I say that in a
Alright.
whispering tone.
There is something I need to talk with you, Mari, as well.
I'm
Actually,
so
yeah.
popular. Okay.
How did you find food? I didn't find anything on this ship.
let's go before he tries to run into the forest.
I agree.
himself.
Marcus will
If he
lead.
kills him- If he kills himself, do I really have to bring him back?
God dang it.
Yes.
You know what,
There's my ad.
Amari, you talk with Lesia. I have to watch Marcus. I have to.
That's
Okay.
fine.
It's
Oh,
for the
bitch.
best. Thanks, Dominicus.
Thank you.
Fucking like my brother.
Yes, keep going. Way far ahead.
What did you say?
Helpful. He's saying to keep going, and then it's further ahead.
Yes, sir.
I'm just gonna follow him. Pass him on.
Yeah, Nahun, stay with me. Fucking watch Marcus.
I will keep my eye out.
He's
I think it's best if I watch the flank, he says with like a sarcastic smirk. Like air quotes.
Waiting for someone to just give him a jaunty salute.
Like, curse him, I'll have to see him when I die. No, I hate him.
What if he die first?
That would be pleasant and preferred.
we just saved him. We have at least given the chance to get him off the island at least.
We can
Hopefully-
throw him off the island at this point.
Hopefully it's a curse easy enough to break, if it is a curse.
It's not the curse.
Hopefully.
We're going to curse him anyway.
Look at him go. He's just whacking at those leaves with the sword.
This is gonna be a long day, I can tell.
Yes it is.
Anyway, Amari, there is something I found that I think you should know.
What is that?
I was looking in that book you gave me, the one on the elves.
The Saurian elves, yes.
I found a person in there, a high elf.
Hmm.
I think it might be the one that's trying to possess you.
What? What do you wait? How do you know?
There was an image in there, and the sword that the man had, it is... DM, the sword was pretty unique looking, right? Like, it was not like a standard sword.
It looked elven in style. It reminded you of it.
Okay. It was a sword that was quite familiar. It was being pulled out of your chest when you were being possessed. Now it's possible it could be someone else's sword. It was just the same style, but looked unique enough to me.
That's what I was going to suggest. I mean, it's all well and good you found this information, but what if perhaps this creature that is fighting with me killed whatever it is and took their sword? You know, maybe it belonged to this creature. What did you say his name was?
Nabiru.
Nabiru. Maybe it was his sword to begin with, but this entity took it. You know.
It's possible, but
Still,
I just
but
thought
there's
you should
elven men, yes?
know what I found.
Regardless, it's to note. I've never heard of such a person called Nibiru, and I never saw the passage in the book. Or maybe I skipped over it. I can't remember.
Wasn't anything really of note. I just happened upon it. He was something of a important person in that time period.
I
A
see.
bastard who was to nobility.
You know, well, I mean, regardless, that's interesting information. I'm not sure what to do with it, but it might come in
Me
handy in the
neither,
future.
but I thought you should know.
I appreciate you telling me, Lesia.
And I also wanted to do it when we weren't on the ship, just in case it triggered.
Right. I don't feel any difference, so I think it should be okay.
Alright.
Now, I respect that, but there is just something that's bothering me. What the hell is going on with Marcus?
When Navos attacked Mayat, his eyes were red.
Dominicus noticed this.
Red? I see that now, but How does that? What do you think
whatever
that has to do with it?
has also afflicted Marcus?
Is that something that's arcane, Big Red, that I might know about?
Mm, mm, you roll on Arcana with disadvantage.
Okay. Hmm. 29 would be preferable because that was a natural 20.
You've heard that there is some types of magic that will make people mad and alter physical changes, but it is hard to say if it is sometimes created naturally or divinity or divinely.
Okay. I gotcha.
Yeah, we are unsure of what exactly it is.
It does seem odd. I'm not sure if it's a curse or something that was bestowed upon him because of the island. Like I said, if there is a malicious deity here, then it could have been the one that placed the curse on him, or maybe it's just the air.
If it is a
Could be an
curse,
aura of the air.
Mayat might be able to remove it, but it would have to wait until tomorrow because she does not.
I know some
right now.
magics, but I've not ever practiced it. But after saying this, I might take it in upon myself to pick up such a spell.
Oh God. Okay. I just remember something just before ship crash. Sorry, I forget after all this. I have a dream, nightmare, I suppose, where ship was alone, not just in ocean, but in nothing. And when I try to move it, it's break apart. I see myself surrounded by people, and they say things, something about he is coming, or something like that, or wants something. I do not remember anymore, but there's something like that. It just occurred to me that this island is obviously not natural, and I suppose I know that the entire time, but I just forgot.
You said he is coming. Do you know who?
Something like that. No, it was very vague.
Do you think it might be that being?
Cerritos figure. Maybe.
Correct. Yes.
That's interesting to say.
I hope not.
I hope not
Well,
either.
it could be anything.
Cross-
Anything powerful.
You're right. Maybe it's a servant of his or something.
Yeah.
Still, the caliber of which we're up against, I don't know if it's going to be something that's safe for us to challenge.
Well, that's why we go with 1 foot in at first. Try
Good
to
idea.
see what we fight before we do it.
All right. Well, at the very least, if we come across something that we cannot handle, perhaps I could contact Niles, or maybe who knows other wizards that could find a way here. He's very powerful, and it reminds me actually. It's actually going to look into his satchel and bring out that stone to see if he has any new messages.
Have
You pull it out, and it is not glowing.
you have 0 new messages?
Amari, he tucks it away. He contacted me a few days ago, and he wanted to know where we were and how the mission was going.
Oh, great.
Told him about the island and how it was not charted on maps, and he told him the name of it and all the situation basically. But he has not replied. Sadly, I'm afraid the time may run differently here, I suppose.
So communication may not be able to leave.
Either that, or
Awesome.
like I said, time could be manipulated inside this dome or so.
Also, maybe best to limit information he has because he's still working to Lucas, yes. Maybe,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Mike kind of just looks towards the home. I mean, I understand what you mean, but I would not like to withhold information from Niles. After all, he helped us.
Yeah, just
Especially in
bring
time
it
of
up.
weakness.
He seems
Alright.
to be working more against him than with him.
Yes, but still, working under him is complicated. You know him better than I do, so I leave it to you.
I'll try to work around it if it's possible. But
Alright.
if he asks certain questions about Marcus, I don't know if I could necessarily avoid them. You know what I mean? There's a way of figuring things out.
Yeah, just putting it up, just as a thought, I suppose.
I agree. Okay.
Hmm.
Anyway, let's keep moving then.
Kind of assumed we following Marcus with his crazy machete
Yeah.
action.
I've
I
been
think
you guys have been
I haven't
following
talked because I'm tentatively watching him. All right.
You guys have been following, just kind of slowly trying to give him his space and also keep an eye on him as well.
I look toward Amari and glance over at my head. Do either of you have anything that could restrain him if necessary?
Yeah, always.
Rope.
Oh,
I meant more magically.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Wait, maybe. But,
Something that he wouldn't break with strength.
I might be able to do that, but I do not like doing it to anybody.
I personally do not have such magics. My domain usually lies in protection and whatnot, but I could take a look into that because it does seem that we need to restrain people more often than not.
It is mental affliction, but does hurt people, so I not want to do that to him.
I agree.
Make him more
I
mad.
honestly, I don't know if restraints is going to be something that we'll have to do, but very well could be.
To keep him
No, right.
from my
It's just sort of safeguarded. I understand, but I'm just saying.
I will keep eye on him.
That's good. Here.
if we all are.
At the very least, if he tries to escape, I can, hassle him.
Yeah.
It'd be very easy to provoke into going after one of us. In that case, it should probably be me.
Hmm. Well, suppose we shall see.
You all continue to move through the jungle as you smell some smoke and fire, but not fire itself, but you smell the smoke, kind of like in it being a more died down version of it. But you all seem to pass by the Kobold village, and there seems to be very little kobolds running around, kind of making a muck. And they seem to just kind of be repairing a bunch of things that is happening, or that is burnt and that is broken.
If anyone just like looks at Naho and he just kind of like gives a sheepish grin and shrug, like, yeah, this is my plan.
It could have been worse.
Yeah, good to do.
Yeah, it was in and out.
If Tasha ever asks what we did here, though, we do not tell her that part. She
Oh,
would
yeah.
not be happy with us.
Well, I'm glad she's not here then, I suppose. Well, glad she's not here to, do this with us.
I don't think I would want her here.
Hmm.
You all pass by, walking through the jungle, kind of following Silverlonius and having Silverlonius yell over at Marcus to continue following and moving ahead of them.
Yeah,
It happens until oh, sorry.
Yeah, once in a while you see him like take a knee and then like examine some footsteps, turn around and wave the others like this way, and then gets up and continues.
If I examine the footprints, what are they?
I don't know.
God damn it, we're following our own footprints.
It's not even. Same.
Naho just kind of like looks over his shoulder, like pointing in that direction. Is that the way? Toward Civilani, sorry.
Well, yeah.
Silverlonius looks over.
It is more towards back where I was first staying.
Oh, alright.
Where
There are
I
many.
found this little hut. It seemed to be very odd. I didn't go towards it or anything. don't really remember what it looks like as well. I knew I saw it and I said, goodness gracious, and I left instantly because it's got a bad feeling. I'm after the rut, or the hut, past it. You can see beginnings of these ruins that lead into these kind of rocky pit. Sends you. It's hard to describe. You'll see when we all get there. It does not. It stands out like a sore thumb, I guess. Some kobolds were near that place as well, if I'm correct.
You said it was a cave or shack, because I thought you said cave.
Well, there is a shack, and there's also a cave.
All right.
There's a shack before the cave. That's how it is.
Shack near the cave. Okay. So, if he has to, he will try to guide Marcus in the direction of there, with Dominicus's help, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm just watching.
Cool.
There he goes again. Oh, jeez.
Marcus, this way. Found something.
Where?
Right. You all keep trudging through and through. And at this point, this is when one of you will have to roll survival check
All right.
with advantage with the help of Silver Lilies.
I will do so. Nat 20
Oh
again.
wow. Okay.
Well, thankfully, I did not. 'Cause I would
Wow.
not have made it.
You continue trudging through the swamp with ease as Lesia is able to guide everybody off to where you guys are ending up on these little mounds of earth that you can get on and walk across rather than the swamp itself. So you guys traverse for a while until you come across about. Hold on.
Combat.
100 feet away from
Finally.
you
Oh.
is this strange hut. It was probably about not too far off of where you three were scouting ahead that one time before you found Silverlonius. It was just a little bit off the beaten path, just the opposite direction or such. So it all seems very close by, but still, because of how dense the jungle is, it makes it seem so secluded, as there's a little bit of smoke coming from the top of it.
You see Marcus is a little bit further ahead, behind a tree, like scouting, like poking his head. And then he gives signs like everybody like hide or duck.
I guess. Yeah, since we're here, I guess someone will try to stealth. Why not? No reason why I shouldn't.
I'll try to be sneaky as well.
All right.
Sneaky.
Go ahead and roll the stealths.
I'm just gonna roll stealth too.
Same for me.
Oh, okay.
Jesus, alright.
Golly, oof.
Still not bad.
I am I believe I'm
That
not
sounds
helping.
right.
The one person.
I have disadvantage on that. It doesn't even matter.
The hut itself is not in good condition. Like, this hut is a very nice version. It is not that nice. It seems to be a very shackled, harshly built kind of hut. where there is a little stone chimney that is very rudimentary, that has a little bit of smoke popping out. You guys like kind of crouch down. Marcus, you're leaning on a branch that breaks, and you just fall face first into the water.
He gives up like quickly, like embarrassed, and then flips quickly, hides behind the tree again.
We're all just standing there back like, oh my god.
It was a pretty loud too. There was not much noise coming around, and as soon as you had seen that, and as soon as Marcus had gotten up and moved over, the door just like kicks open from the hut. You all see.
Oh, hey, change of plan.
You all see this like strange, disfigured body that just kind of like comes out with dark robes that just kind of covers most of it. It rolls around and looks outside. You can't see its face because there's a hood that just kind of covers, but the robes are very tattered with holes and everything like that. Do you guys wish to make a perception roll?
Yes, I will.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I have an inkling.
How large is this creature?
You can see it is a medium build, but very tall. Kind of, you can tell that this creature is tall because you can see that most of its body seems to be hunched in a way. There is long, spindly fingers, and like with kind of like weird and like it almost looked like like the joints from the elbows and the knees looked a little more protruded and predominant as well as the hands that just kind of are dragging around and like this spindly greasy hair that just kind of folds out of the hood that is looking around.
17 on sight, 25 hearing and smell.
You're able to see that. Darminicus, you're not able to see the spindliness and everything. But because of the fog around the area is a little too thick at the time. But everybody else from the home on up is able to see this creature.
Can I do a history check with advantage because of what I think this might be?
You can probably tell that it is one of those. It is a hag.
Yeah. I probably can't tell which one though.
No.
Okay, that is a hag.
That is the commander.
I assume you must mean.
Not in the derogatory term.
Right.
Like the creature way. There are many kinds. I can't tell what kind. So they all have different, I guess, ways of interacting with others. Some are more hostile. This could be very bad, especially if there are more of them.
Abilities, magic?
Very strong magic users.
Really?
Work in groups. They're stronger in a group.
So where is one there is more?
Typically, there's 3.
Hmm.
You see Marcus coming down on all 4, like crawling to you. I think I've spotted the commander.
It is possibly one of 3. Or more. Typically 3.
How would you know? You seen?
I am familiar with what they are, mostly.
And what is it?
A hag.
Hmm.
I'm not sure what kind. There are many.
Okay, which is the fastest way to slay them?
They're very good at not dying.
Well, I'm good at killing.
They have ways to not be hurt.
All right. Commander,
Mm,
Commander.
Red?
Goodness.
Oh.
You talking to me when you say that?
Yes, Commander. I suggest we split on 2 groups. Flank them from left and right.
Call me Captain. Suits
Captain.
better.
Yes, sir.
Cap, what is it again?
I suggest, sir, that we split up in 2 teams. Flank them left and right. Possibly burn the hut down. And kill everybody inside.
Goodness. Did you see that thing?
Yes, sir.
I ain't going bloody near it.
I should personally cut his head off.
Do we have to encounter the creature? Can we not just go around?
I think it knows we are here.
I wonder.
kind of like peek around the tree again. Is it still like out there looking for something?
You see it looking and kind of like moving its head around. Hold on.
This is an enemy stronghold.
You then like see its face, like the hood of the hag just kind of like look to the left, and then it slowly starts turning to face your direction now, and it makes contact with you, and it makes like locks eyes for a second, and you just see these red, like kind of bloodshot eyes that just look extremely unhealthy until the
Okay,
creature
yes.
just like
Knows we are here.
it just leaps.
Okay. How big is the leap?
It leaped up into the trees, so much so that it just disappeared once you saw it leap up.
And now it's hidden. Great.
Wait, what?
Damn it, we
Really
lost the
hope it's-
advantage.
Yep.
I hope it's not the coven. I really hope it's not the coven.
I don't know what the hell
Is
this is.
is there sometimes one or is there always 3?
Should we run?
No!
It could be one.
Alessia, you can start hearing
Hmm.
some rumbling in the trees above you.
There above us.
No one draws his dagger.
Yeah, I got my sword out.
I got my
Gonna
sword out.
Ignite it. Gonna take some damage.
Be ready.
When you guys draw your weapons and look up and get ready, that's when you all simultaneously like look up. You see the creature just with this eerie smile and stringy, greasy hair, and kind of like its skin looks like it's like sweating. It's almost like it's perspirated for forever in a way, and it has like this like bluish kind of greenish look to it with these long hands and fingers, and just like doesn't move except just watches over you all with this
I'm
eerily
also
look.
empty-handed.
What are you looking at? Get down here and fight!
Fuck.
Doesn't move.
It doesn't move. It just looks at you all.
Oh, Marcus, you should try not to provoke it.
Torch the tree. And
Oh,
lure it
we were
down.
next to the tree.
Yes, but we can move.
And so can it.
Towards the tree. Torch it. Do it.
So it talks.
Most things do, I think.
Not pigs.
You're smart.
Look, perhaps combat is not something that we need to come to. Maybe we can make an agreement.
Yeah, I hope
If you-
not.
We just want to simply pass through here. We don't want to kill you or harm your house.
That is
Island
not true.
brought me more goodies. Oh, I don't get many visitors.
It's a good sign.
Combat it is then!
I think this is the part where you mentioned they typically eat people.
Combat.
Oh, really? Great. Am I people?
Amari is so he's gonna act quickly. He's gonna whip out that crystal in his from his bag, bring it up in front of him, so he's like he has it between both of his palms. And as it starts spinning rapidly, a bright orange flame starts to ember in from the center of it. It just beams out in front of it. It just slams into the side of the house. My objective is trying to catch on fire. As I do.
What are you casting?
I'm
Mari!
casting chromatic orb with fire damage at the house.
Splendid move.
I'm just trying to hit the house and catch it on fire. Maybe she'll be like, "Oh shit, my house," and then run back to the house. We can get away.
That's good. Now you've provoked it. Now we can kill it.
What level spell is it?
It's just
I'm
first
petrified here.
I just want to hit the house and catch it on fire.
Yeah.
The way they kiss, dude.
As soon as you cast it and you launch the ray out, it just begins to fizzle out as it just as what you're holding begins just to dissipate. So you casted counterspell.
Oh,
What happened?
Mari, you really done it now.
And that's when she was there, and then poof, she is now invisible.
Coward.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
She moved. Where? Do you see her, Alicia?
Do I hear any smell her?
Make a perception roll at disadvantage.
Would it be normal with my senses canceling it out?
Don't think so, especially when not using greater invisibility.
Okay. I wasn't sure because I was trying to smell or hear her, not look for her physically.
No, I get you.
Still disadvantage then? Alright.
Yes.
23.
Okay.
You're able to smell more than anything, and then you hear this little leap as and a skitter off as well. But you can tell that the hag is not within 100 feet radius of you, or not 100. Excuse me, a 60-foot radius of you.
They've left some ways.
Left.
Lost track of them after.
Question. You say they eat people. Are they people?
They are typically demons, sometimes fae.
Alright, so not folk.
Jeez.
Great. Alright.
I don't know what the fuck that thing is, but we need to get out of here now.
No, wait. We
run,
cannot leave
please.
that. It must be destroyed.
Shut the fuck up, Marcus. You're acting stupid. We're getting out of here. Come on.
You know
Mari,
what?
you're the one who threw a fireball at
No,
the place.
wait.
Start walking. It's
The
just
men are
run.
deserting, sir.
Come on, let's go. We need
The
to go.
men
We
are
need to go.
deserting.
I'm just
I'm
face
scared
palm.
shitless.
Like,
I'm not dealing with this night right now.
You stay back here. Don't be a coward. Or you will face trial.
that is direct.
You all begin to hear laughter echo throughout the jungle.
God damn it, Marcus.
But then it
Sorry.
starts to echo into another voice. You hear two voices laughing. And then after hearing two voices, you hear now three voices start laughing.
The coven.
Hmm.
Fuck.
There are more of them.
Fuck.
Isia was right. Commander, we should strike now.
Strike who? We didn't even.
What are you fucking talking about? That thing was there and it wasn't. I thought I could do some crazy shit.
I was just going to set this fucking house on fire. Maybe it'd be like, oh no, my house. We need to leave. Come back the way we came. Go around the swamp. I don't know. I'd be fine walking to the other side of the island.
If I hear you desert one more time, you will face
Shut your
trial.
mouth. You are being so. Oh, I want to hit him. in the
Commander,
face
what is
right
your
now.
orders?
Do you see it?
Got no bloody orders. You all want to come out here. I don't know what's happening now.
And then the laughter begins to echo a little more and more.
I will say that they will probably be able to follow us anywhere.
Yes.
And this is where we make our ground.
Oh, jeez, man.
It's actually not great grounds, honestly. Plenty
This is
of
their
places for them to
home turf,
hide.
and They
Exactly.
are a coven. They will be very strong together.
So you suggest divide and
So,
conquer.
Monster Hunter, how do we fight them?
If you can keep them from casting spells, that would be.
Sure,
Yeah.
let me do that. If I could fucking see them.
Yeah.
They'll have to. Do they?
If we
What are
can,
we desperate? What? Go ahead.
I don't know.
We're just standing here, you know.
I have an idea. We
No,
can-
Marcus.
Oh my
Wait.
god, he has an idea.
I'm telling you, I'm
He has
going
an
back.
idea.
I'm leaving this place.
No, Commander, you cannot desert your troops.
That's when you see Marcus. You just see the captain just open a door and then walk through it, and the door just
No,
closes.
Commander,
How
no.
much I could afford that stupid animal?
And Marcus just looks like lost. Okay.
Relax. Stress like this does not help anything.
Oh, jeez.
Unfortunately, I do not know much more about them. I've never actually encountered one.
What do we do now?
Okay. I suggest that somehow we splash it with mud. That's how it. I don't think it can go invisible. Right?
It's not a bad idea.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, no, that's kind of makes sense.
That's when Trixie and Ginger just start getting nervous as heck now. But they just continue looking at you all, and once you all just kind of sit and wait for a moment longer, and the laughter continues.
Can I take that minute of silence to try? I'm gonna try something really quick. I want to use. I'm gonna try to calm my mind and then use. I want to use primal awareness for like the 1 minute to see if there's any animals in the house. I just want to see something really quick. All right.
Go ahead.
All right. So during this whole minute, or I don't know how long this is, I just want to ascertain if there's any animals in the house.
Yeah, I would like to do something as well after.
How big is the radius? It's like
Like 5 miles.
you can start to tell that there's beasts all around you, and they're more in the water and in the trees than in the hut.
Okay.
I think perhaps they simply have interest in us. Maybe perhaps they will watch us and leave us alone.
I
We
am
are
interested in
interested.
burning that house down.
Will not happen, I think.
Listen, we cannot
So-
leave this stronghold standing. It needs to be destroyed so we can clear a path for the army. And he kneels down.
Oh my god!
He kneels down and takes his sword out. He takes a knee. He takes a knee and just stabs the sword down in the ground, and put his head on the hilt and start praying.
Mario's gonna walk over and just like slap the back of your head. Marcus, there is no army. What are you talking about?
I need
What are you
silence.
doing?
I need to clear my mind.
Oh,
Okay.
And then he starts whispering, "I shall be without fear in the face of my
Red.
enemy.
he's
I shall be
smashed.
brave in the time of,
Red.
of death."
I want to look around. Is there any good flat area around us?
There's no really good flat area around you, except for I guess where you are, like 30 feet from you.
Is
Alright.
not a very good area.
Yeah. So the real question was, if I were to ask Amari if he could set up his tower there, would it be possible?
No.
All right then.
I would need
Good try.
100 square feet of space.
Damn it, everything's so fucking small.
So over here in this area, this is at like a raised hill kind of thing, and this is a dead tree with no leaves on it.
Yes.
So
Yes,
Nahon is
the
gonna kind of
forest like has other trees eating itself and everything.
We're literally
So-
playing Predator right now.
yeah. So Nahon is going to kind of look over there and point to the hill, and just kind of like point a couple more times like we need to go there. And he's gonna like kind of clap Marcus on the back and say, "Hey Marcus, I think I saw one over there."
Yes, let's go get him. He
All
stands
right.
up. All right, men,
And-
follow me.
Oh, for
Oh
fuck's
my
sake!
god.
Come on.
Oh, this
This way, this way,
Okay,
this
okay.
way.
I swear to God. He doesn't walk following and just shaking his head.
I swear this is how we die.
All right. Amari,
Yes.
you're so are you do you think that they are invisible by magic?
Yes,
It-
most likely.
So the thing just really fizzled out the fire from your hand. So if you
He
do
used well, he used the spell on me, so
Right.
to speak. Yeah. Basically canceled out what I was trying to cast.
if we look and you do the same thing again, they have to drop invisibility to counter spell you, right?
Well, that's
Only one of
good.
them.
No? Is that how magic works?
I suppose I think it depends on the strength of the spell.
Also that.
Damn it.
I'm not sure
The
how
laughter
strong
starts
they
to
are.
die down now, and it goes
Also-
quiet. Very quiet.
Don't like this.
The silence before the
Right.
storm.
Can I try to make a perception check to notice like any outstanding like details of the land?
Go
And-
ahead.
Make another perception check to see if they're close again.
Well,
Nice.
okay,
Yeah,
fair
I,
enough.
I would like to do that too.
The three of you begin to look out and here as well to try to see if you would see any differences. Nahon, Lesia, and Marcus, you guys see nothing. You guys hear nothing. Until a voice just kind of rings out through the jungle, and it kind of and the birds scatter off behind you all. Welcome to the Skeleton Isles. You will be our extra skeletons.
Oh, how kind of you.
Ah,
I would like to see you
Right, yeah.
try.
God damn it.
Leave your tricks. Leave it all behind. We can help. Forget it all. The island showed you us. Give yourselves to us.
I will pass, thank you.
No.
Don't listen to them, men. This is a trick.
all of you guys make a charisma saving throw.
All right.
Shit. Are you sure it's a charisma saving throw?
Yeah, that is.
I have a -1.
Oh my goodness. Charisma saving throw. I'm just making sure.
Oh
The
no.
rolls tonight, man.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm reading
Hmm.
Goals tonight, man.
Well, Nahon
Well,
Marcus?
no.
and Marcus.
Rip.
I think we are
Uh.
frightened, maybe.
it. I already am.
I hope it's only that.
Yeah, yeah.
I can deal with that.
Yeah.
That's doable. I don't know what's
I
happening.
hope it's not compel. Or maybe
Hmm.
it might be a wisdom save. I don't know what
Give me a
it is.
moment.
It's not.
Oof.
So, when that happens, Nahon, you get this immense urge of anger. Your whole composure is just almost kind of, it's not out the door completely,
Just
but this
broken.
immense, intense energy is there now, and it is unexplainable. Marcus, whatever you are feeling is now up to the max.
Oh
To
god.
the point where like if you were to feel sadness, you would be extremely sad now. Almost all emotions have just been heightened.
Okay.
As this happens, does Nahon have enough space of mind to reach out to the stone to try to help him fight this off? If he can.
It hasn't clouded any of your mind yet.
Mm.
That's why you feel like the sudden change of energy, if anything.
So I will be a bit risky, as no one is wont to do, and try to reach out to the stone to ask it to help me stop this.
Oh, okay. Oh, no. Make another charisma saving throw.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
Fighting mind control with other mind control.
Yeah. Better.
It starts. You are once you grab the stone and you kind of like look at it, you start gaining this sense of normality back, of how of you once feel. But once you feel normal again, you are now just stricken for all of a sudden you start just boom, this throbbing pain goes beyond your head and around it as well for 10 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Do I suffer anything? Rolled a 9.
Oh, sorry, I did not see you roll the 9. Sir,
Fair.
Amari, all emotions are now heightened to the extreme. Exactly how Marcus is feeling. Not anger right now, but whatever you are feeling is now doubled. And it is hard to regain footing back again.
Cool. So Amari is terrified as hell.
But the words, they sink through the jungle and go quiet.
So basically, Marcus is just like roaring now. He's just roaring, like one roar after another, just roaring, and his body shaking, and the rage it's unbelievable now.
Amari, he kind of like sinks down onto his knees behind Marcus, and puts his hands over his eyes, so he just sees like nothing but blackness, and he's just like crouched over, just shivering in fear.
I guess Nolan is kind of like doubled over, clutching at his head, in agony as opposed to the other two. Yeah, although he seems to like reach out to take hold of something, seems to have something in his grasp, and yeah, well, I suppose he sees now the stone in his hand. He kind of like looks over to Lesia in my head, and Dominicus, we need to stop this. I don't know how, but we need to. As soon as possible.
Lesia grits her teeth and is kind of like shifting her eyes everywhere, trying to figure out where they're coming from. She's got her sword at the ready. Just standing kind of defensively in front of Amari.
I guess me, with not having really any clue of what's happening, tries to go to both Amari and Marcus and just try to calm them down. Guys, please, come on, stop! Marcus, settle down! Amari, get out!
We're going to die! We're going to die! They're going to kill us!
It will not help. He's magical. I felt it.
You guys see that Ginger and Trixie also just start going mad. Trixie begins to yell and scream as much as and look as terrified as Amari, and Ginger just seems to be extremely paranoid. He walks over to the edge of the water, and then you just see him just like shoot. There! Get them gators! Oh God! And he just boom, boom.
Dominicus cannot help. They are in their own world now. You cannot help them.
There has to be something.
And as you say, Trixie just runs off into the swamp.
Trixie!
Can I try to stop her? Because she's right next to me.
Yeah. Make an athletics check. Athletics or acrobatics, however you wish.
It'd be athletics always for me because I'm trying to grab
You're right. It's fine.
acrobatics for her to, or athletics for her to escape.
She
Oh,
rolled
finally, girls.
12.
Good.
Oh, she was able to just like escape. Kind of like when she saw you, she looked like she was terrified just to see you coming towards her, and she just yells, "Don't kill me!" and just runs.
I will race after her and tackle her. Try to grapple her. I have to.
All right. That's when you guys start getting in a little chase for about 40 feet until you lunge out to attack or to tackle her, excuse me.
Yeah.
And as that happens, Ginger just starts looking around everybody, looking extremely paranoid and terrified. He doesn't look he's non-responsive to you. And with that, Nahon, roll athletics.
Yes, sir.
Is Darmanicus next to me, by the way? He said he was by me. Okay.
I'm basically like both my hands. My left hand is on you, Amari, and my right hand's on
Okay.
Marcus.
Great.
Like holding on.
So I have something in a moment.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Right when you jump and like lunge at her, Nahon, she just slips right out of your grasp and keeps going.
Damn it.
Once she like enters more into the fog, your vision of her just kind of just goes.
And we'll get to his feet, kind of teeth grit.
Amari has like returned his body towards Darmanicus after feeling his hand on him, and he's just gonna like throw his arms around your waist and push his face into your stomach, and he's just mumbling some Latin prayer, like just rambling on shit.
I'm still standing, right? You didn't tackle me, right? I'm still standing.
No, I'm just holding on to you. Like
Alright.
I have my face shoved into your stomach.
Damn it. Let's see, is there anything we can do?
I don't know what kind of spell this is.
Not sure if my affliction can even help them.
What happened to Trixie?
She ran. Cannot catch her.
I couldn't grab her, and she was too fast for me to catch her.
Damn it. And he'll scream, "Stop this! Please! Listen to me!"
Right when you yell that, it echoes throughout the jungle, and birds scatter. It goes quiet for a bit. And this is where we will end tonight's session, everybody.
Woo.
Oh man,
That was a lot.
Tough, bro. This is tough.
We're not in a good place right now. How will we get out of this one?
I have no idea.
I have no
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Anything you wish to
Coming
say,
ahead.
Bigred?
And I don't know what kind they are.
Right.
Maybe we can just walk past. I don't know.